Hey, we're back with another episode of Terra Invicta. We can't see Jordan at all, apparently.
He's invisible.
Hello.
We are going to go back to our beloved adventurers, and currently, Anna and Deli have their souls split into two different personas, one being pure chaos and the other being pure order.
How many alternate dimensions are in this reality, Caleb?
Are in Thray, like this the universe?
Well, because we've had like the soul realm and all this stuff, and now we have the chaos realm.
So I'll give you a hint. The place you went is part of the soul realm. So there are only three quote unquote planes of existence besides the material world. It's just that one of them has a lot of layers. So
like an ogre. Or
yeah, exactly.
Onion.
I think that joke has already been made, but
I don't remember.
Man.
Yeah, it's all good.
No, wait, no, that's not it.
But yeah, so we'll go ahead and jump back into it with that.
Please remind me what the year is, Caleb.
Of the current timeline.
2022.
Thank you, Seth. That's the answer I was looking for. No.
1650.
Yeah, 1650. Dang it. Okay.
It's not 1650. It's 1642.
Or yes, sorry, 1642. I knew it was around 1650.
Come on, Caleb.
Sorry.
It's just disappointing because the banana split has not been around that long, and we were talking about split person. Here's where my brain is going. Yeah,
what a shame that the banana split hasn't been.
Let me explain.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I'm upset is because you said about the personality split thing, and I'm like, I want to make a banana split joke. Like they're enjoying their minds being split, or their order and chaos being split, and the other two are enjoying a banana split. But no, they can't enjoy a banana split because
they can
it doesn't
just
exist yet.
Enjoy a nice normal split banana
or split pea soup,
or just a banana.
I don't think peas have been invented yet.
All right. Anyway, so.
What about the cues? Have they been
here on Terra Invicta? So one thing I want to do actually before we get into Anna and Deli's situation, I think we cut back to Takewee and Audrin. So you guys are, last I remember, Audrin had ordered Anna to show them one of her dances, and she was doing it in the most lawful, ordery sort of way ever. So it's like a rigid form, basically. And Audrin started doing it with her, and they're kind of like just chilling out, waiting for Deli to help with Anna.
I do imagine this dance being to the Law and Order theme song.
Do 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 do.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. But I think. I don't think there's a chance these people could sneak up on you necessarily.
I knew it.
But
dang it,
Caleb.
Wait.
I really wouldn't have minded just,
I know.
sitting back for a little while.
From the trees come a group of mercenaries or something. Other adventurers of some sort or another, freelancers.
Whoa, that guy looks cool.
Yeah, so I would say, for using D&D stereotypes here, this dude is like a pirate, this dude is a barbarian, and this dude is a bard.
Okay, so wait. We've got the dumb one, the dumb one who's really strong, the pretty boy, and the guy with the freaky power.
Yeah, so this guy is like...
So
probably
this is
like
Dragon Ball Z, is what Jordan's trying to get
I'll
at.
probably do this, actually. So the middle dude looks like a pirate swashbuckler type, and he is kind of making its way out into... like they kind of start like... you're in like a half circle starting to surround you guys, and they're like kind of chuckling to themselves, and I think the middle guy, the swashbuckler guy, says, "Well, look at this. We caught them dancing, didn't we, Thurg? Sorry. And Thurg, who's apparently the barbarian guy, just kind of like laughs a deep, bellowing laugh, and then just says, Can they do a ballerina move for us? And the bard the bard probably does some sort of like magic-y thing with his hands, and little sparks fly, and he says, I'm bored. I don't want to see any more of this. Let's just get right to the slicing, why don't we? And so, yeah, Takui and Audrin, you're being surrounded by like mercenaries of some sort. It looks like I don't know, they might be bandits. You're not sure.
I mean, well, they said slice.
Yeah, do you just like immediately attack?
I think we should somehow convince them to go in the center.
I mean, if you just push them somehow.
Yeah, I know. That's like the easy way, but...
Hey! You're outnumbered currently, depending on how this is going, with two of us technically out of commission.
Yeah, Takui... I don't know, would Audrin say anything off the bat?
Oh, Audrin would probably say something. But see, that's the thing, is like, I'm trying to think of how Audrin, because like Audrin's totally gonna play this up in a way that he's going to try to make them want to go towards the center. You know what?
There's still bags in the center.
I think Audrin says, look, if you want to fight... okay, hold on.
I was like, it's funny at first.
Like, my desk is like a standing desk.
Yeah.
Now, so, like, me sitting down, that's just kind of where things sit.
Right.
But I think Audrin, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, he says, look, if you really want to fight, then okay. But whatever you do, I just recommend not going towards the center of those
reverse psychology.
Yeah. The middle guy says, oh, don't worry. We know all about him, Ketshi. We're not going to stumble upon the whatever makes us lose our memories.
Yeah, I have a feeling these guys like wait for people to come out here, and then they just like wait for them to come out, and then they rob them. Yeah, Takui's just like, listen, we don't want trouble. We're just looking for some people.
Well, you found some people, the barbarian says.
We're looking for an old dude. Marvin
was his name, yeah.
Marvin. Looking for an old dude, Marvin.
The bard says, No. We're not interested in whatever lost companions you have. We're interested in one thing, and that is the four of you coming back with us to Calabar. In chains, preferably.
Chains?
Flavors?
And I think the middle guy just says, shut up. They don't need to know more about what we're doing here. All they need to know is that they need to come along quietly.
Who hired you?
And the swashbuckler like immediately holds up a finger to the barbarian and says, shut it, Thurg. Don't say a word. And
so your name is Thurg. You've revealed to us more information, you fool.
I mean, they already revealed that name, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Takeaways just like gonna like step in front like of Deli right there and just kind of like put in like a kind of protective stance and just be like, listen, whatever you're getting paid, we can pay you double if that's what you want.
Okay, I mean that's definitely an argument that might sway them. You can make a persuasion check.
Or now they know we have a bunch of money and are going to rob us and take us back in chains.
Yep.
Yeah, Deli has a lot of money.
Those are the two options here.
So can I just say, like, we'll pay you back double when we get to Calabar? You know, something to that effect. So that way they don't think that, like, we're just carrying
sure, yeah.
Which we're technically not. The party gold is back at Calabar. So.
I'm carrying a lot of gold. Please don't let them take it.
I'm sorry. I'm trying not to. I'm trying to get us out of this situation here, okay?
No, it's fair. I'm just saying, like, technically there is a lot of gold.
Yeah, so Tikwi, go ahead and roll a persuasion with advantage because Audrin has offered a few helpful comments.
Okay. What did I roll?
19.
Okay.
I mean, the thing is, they're being paid a lot. So, and they think they spout that number off to you. So, you know,
okay.
the swashbuckler basically says like, "Oh, you're gonna pay us 5,000 gold then, eh?"
Okay, that's more than I have.
Wow, we're worth so much.
I'm like, we must be worth a lot then.
No, more like the information you're carrying. Shut it, Thurg.
Interesting.
Look, if you guys are looking to learn how to tie your shoes, I think I can help with that.
Ouch!
Free of charge.
Do they have to roll? Do you have to take psychic damage from that burn?
Sick bird, yeah. No. So yeah, I mean, it sounds like they'll go along with it, but they're like not expecting you to have that much money. So
Right. Well, I mean, I definitely don't.
yeah,
I don't even think Takui would actually entertain the idea of actually paying them.
Sure.
She'd be like, we're throwing you in prison, fools.
Yeah.
Okay,
But-
Prison fool.
How much of a connection does Deli have to her actual body? Out of curiosity, is there like no way that she would be able to relay between her body and her mind?
Yeah, you have no control over that currently.
Okay.
You wouldn't be able to, tell them
Okay.
anything.
I mean,
No, I was mainly
assuming-
wondering like if something in her subconscious would potentially recognize one of these people or something.
I don't think so. No.
We couldn't like instruct them to start fighting, could we?
Well, I
Here-
think we can instruct them
Could
to
try.
defend themselves, probably.
Here's the
right?
thing, guys. If we really are separated into order and chaos, Deli draws all of her power from chaos. Deli is a kind of useless right now. She's a
I mean-
dragonborn girl.
You can definitely instruct me to fight them, and I should theoretically be able to fight them.
And she could even have her weapons because
Yeah,
Right,
I
yeah,
have all my weapons with me. Like
Yeah.
you can put them on my body.
I guess technically I still have my club, my shield, and my dragon breath, but I don't know if my breath weapon would that get like split if I use it in the chaos area. I don't know.
you'll have to try and find out.
Okay.
Yeah, you just attack Takui.
Wait,
Well,
who
I
had a-
definitely don't attack Takui.
I definitely
Okay,
don't
here's-
attack Audrin.
Here's the thought. Here's my thought. I do have that deck of cards.
Oh, that deck of illusions.
Yeah.
Oh, right, it's just illusions. It was just
Not
illusions.
that
Yeah,
deck.
no. Not.
So disappointing.
So I could be like, all right, you can fight us, and how about I just bring along some friends
Okay.
and try to scare them off?
So you want to try to scare him off first? Okay.
Okay, so,
That
like,
sounds
roll
good.
What do you
an
think?
illusion and then like an intimidation.
Yeah, so I mean, the way the deck of illusions work, you'll have to pull a couple of cards first and see what comes up. So let's
Some of
see.
my friends, and then a cow appears next to you.
Yeah, exactly. That it might not be.
I
as
mean,
helpful
look,
as
I wouldn't want to fight a cow
you-
in real life.
I mean, yes, that's true.
I hope you're not cowards.
Oh boy.
Do additional psychic damage.
Yeah, well, you did some psychic
You
damage to
better
me there, but that's about it.
move.
Did we roll for how many cards it doesn't have? Like it has.
It has like 16 or something.
Did you write
in
down,
it.
Audrey? I feel like you did. That you wrote down how many cards it has.
Oh yeah, I have it written down. Also, there is not a bad option on here. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, there's some pretty good ones.
All
Cool.
right.
So real quick,
I mean, yeah, I say go for it.
yeah, I'll go ahead and bring up the
Um,
playing cards. Go ahead and
I have 16.
yeah, go ahead and draw a couple of them if you'd like.
How many do you guys think I should draw? Like,
So you have to use an action to draw a card at random from the deck and throw it to the ground. So really, I think you can only do the one for now.
that's fine.
So go ahead and draw one
Could-
card from the deck there on the side. And
Can
we'll see what it is.
Can I do it sleight of hand in a way that makes it look like I didn't draw this, but I like?
Cast
Yeah,
Some of
you
it.
have to roll sleight of hand for sure. But yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I
Yeah, go ahead
will
and do that first.
that. Sleight of hand.
Yeah. Yep. No problem. 24.
nice.
Cool.
Yeah, go ahead and pull one of those cards. We'll see what pops up.
So do I just roll a?
No, so I on the side there, there should be a deck of cards on the side of your screen on
Mhm.
on Roll20. You should be able to see if you drag a card off and place it on the map. should show up for us.
Let me actually. Wait, where is it? Oh, I see.
Yeah, the little pink deck.
Like Deli.
Uh-huh.
Pink like Deli.
Well, pink
It
like little
is
20,
jelly.
but yeah.
Jack of Hearts.
It is Jack of Hearts. Okay.
Wait, where do you even see that?
It was in the middle. He
Oh,
put
there it is. Okay.
Jack of Hearts, a druid appears. So,
Another druid appears.
yeah, so we see some sort of like hermit in the
Mm-hmm.
woods type appear in next to you.
That's
And,
racist.
So it's not going to be as
Classist.
Typist.
it's not going to be as like easy to intimidate them with just like a random dude. As like, if you had somehow got a red dragon, for example.
Or a lich.
But you can certainly make a roll. It's just going to be more difficult. So intimidate would be the roll here.
Ridiculous. You rolled an 11 and you still got a 24 on
Let's let
sleight
him.
of hand.
I know.
Ridiculous.
Um,
Miss being a rogue.
and I don't suppose that Takui has intimidation.
I do.
Are you better at it than me?
I think Audrin has to be the one rolling it, but
but
she can give you
yeah.
advantage.
Like, if I like go into like rage right now, can I like give it an advantage?
Yeah, exactly. You can give an advantage for being there and looking tough and stuff. It's just that Audrin is the one
That has to
currently
roll it?
intimidating. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's still my good skill. It's still charisma. So
Yeah.
Okay. So how about?
Ooh, good thing you had
wait,
advantage.
oh, yes.
Oh.
So that is actually the DC I set in my head. So I think they don't like run away immediately or anything, but probably the bard holds up his hands and says, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! We don't have to fight here, as we just mentioned. We just want you to come back with us. We don't even know what our employer wants with you. Just wants to talk."
I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of chains, and I'm quite content where I'm standing.
Yeah, I think she's like, we're not going anywhere with you without knowing who your employer is.
Mm-hmm. And so I think the bard keeps talking and he says, "Just a gentleman who was interested in your services and was trying to track you down."
Mm,
And he got a 23 on his deception, so.
yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh.
Well, then should we both roll perception?
Yeah, our
It's
insight,
gonna
but yeah.
be insight,
Oh,
but I
insight.
have to get a natural 20.
I know my
You
friends
know.
here are a little bit zealous sometimes, and they may have been a little frazzled by the sight of such a beautiful woman, but we're not. We're just here as friends. Our employer's very insistent, but we don't want any trouble.
I kind of want Audrey to go, thanks, but I'm taken.
In my mind, I was like, "Ah, yes, Deli is so beautiful."
Yeah, here's the thing though, that if he's not going to give me an actual name, and if I don't know this person, I'm still like, he can make a deception check. That's fine. I'll believe that maybe the employer has the best intentions, but I'm still not going anywhere.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
Mm, yeah. I mean, you might as well roll insight anyway, though.
I'll make the insight. Yeah.
5.
Wow.
Yeah, even with a 16, Audrin, not enough. So
Yeah.
it seems believable to you, but, these guys still seem sketchy, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'll say, listen, if what you say is true, I believe, I can believe that. But if you're not giving us a name, I'm not going. And to be frank with you, we have a mission here that we have to finish.
So
And
I
you
think
clearly know enough. I would also add, and you clearly know enough about us that you could have easily contacted us through the more professional channels.
So I think the swashbuckler guy in the middle says, all right. You've convinced me. We'll go ahead and just wait around here for you to finish whatever you're doing, and then we'll all go back to Calabar together. How does that sound?
What else do I have prepared?
All you need is Thunderwave, and we just need to get on the other side of them.
I was thinking more if I have heat metal, but
Oh, yeah.
it doesn't look like I do.
Oh no. I mean, it's just like, because I failed that insight roll, so it's like I feel like I can't just like be like
This
and take away attacks
definitely
now.
this definitely feels like a Dragon Ball Z moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, Mr. Big Bad. Like, and I know we could probably at least fight them and do decently, but it kind of feels like, all right, Mr. Really Big Bad Villain who could easily destroy the whole planet. If you give us 15 minutes, then we'll have a really strong fighter for you who will be the best challenge you'll ever face. And then they're kind of like, okay, I'll wait. I feel like that's where we're at. It's like, well, you need to wait for us to finish what we're doing here.
Pretty much wait for the two other fighters to come back so we can take them on and have the advantage. And then we can put them in chains.
We all just start playing cards while we're waiting.
Yeah,
So anyways, we know this game called Go Fish. Would you like to join us for the first time?
I mean, that's what you guys were doing before this, at least.
Yeah.
In some capacity.
Well,
I know Audrey stood up.
You're playing Go Fish with a deck of illusions.
Got any
You
red
have a
dragons?
Do you have any kobolds?
Yeah.
Go fish.
But I think if you guys don't do anything immediately, right? Because obviously you guys are still just waiting for your friends. They're just like, so what is it exactly that you're doing here?
Like, no, I'm not telling you anything.
Yeah, so we just have okay.
Like
and
a
then-
standoff. Just
yeah,
like,
they're just kind of waiting around. So let's get back to Deli and Anna. So if we cut over to this part of the map,
Oh, there we are.
let's go ahead and roll some initiative.
Oh my gosh. I rolled horribly on my initiative.
Nice. And I got a 22. All right, Anna, you can go first here, but the first thing I want you to do is roll a d10 for me.
Okay.
That's not a percentile die, but what's the D10
6.
for?
So because you are currently in the chaos plane, you are under the confusion spell effect, which means that for this round, the creature doesn't move or take actions this turn. You're just too chaotic. So yeah, you're just too
Cool.
frazzled by what's happening to respond properly. And so the imps are gonna swarm down or swoop
Imps?
down.
I thought they were bats.
Well, I said bad demons.
Okay,
So,
fair enough. Imps aren't that strong. I think we should.
So let's see. I think they're just gonna swoop down and sting you guys with
No,
their
thank you.
poison tails.
Yowie.
So we'll
I
say
would like
two
to
of them
request
surround
no.
Anna, and one of them goes. Actually, there you go. So now they both all have advantage.
Great.
But two of them are gonna attack Anna,
Cool.
and the last one's gonna attack Deli. So,
Hitting a crit on me.
so the crit on you, and then the regular hit on you, Deli.
Yeah.
19, I
yeah,
assume,
19
yeah.
And the
hits.
first one hits me too.
First one hits you too. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's how much damage you take, Anna.
Holy cow.
Okay, so that's 15. Okay, wait. So I do the con save first.
Yeah. Go ahead and do con save.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
But then make another con save for the second attack.
Yeah,
Can we
geez.
use?
Okay.
Either way, you're good.
It's fine. Okay, so I half the poison damage.
Yep, half the poison damage for both of
Okay.
them.
So 6 plus 4, so that's 10 for the first one. And then 9 plus 12 is 21.
Cool. And then
I'm not looking great.
Okay.
lastly, that one hits you, Deli. Make a con save.
Con save. Make
you're
it
good.
so that is
13 damage. No, sorry, 9 damage.
9 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Deli, it's your turn. Make a roll a d10.
But I'm chaos. All right. That doesn't help.
That's fair.
Because I was able to control myself perfectly well last time
yes,
already.
Yes.
I mean, he also talked to.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I
Yeah.
talked to the god of
I think you're
chaos.
good. I totally forgot that I was gonna give Anna a save too. But I think it makes sense to not have any option the first time, but then Deli's like, listen, Hannah, you gotta get control of yourself. So that's fine. Deli, you can act normally. What do you do?
Okay. I'm gonna save a healing. Healing word doesn't do a lot of damage anyway, so I'm gonna save that. For bringing Anna up if she goes down.
I think healing word does actually no damage.
Huh? No, sorry. It doesn't heal.
I know.
It doesn't heal anything. It's not going to be worthwhile to heal her right now.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Anyway, I'm going to step up one, so I don't invoke attack of opportunity, and cast Thunder Wave at the bottom to at second level. And here's the question I was going to ask. Oh,
Does
actually,
he automatically wild magic in the chaos realm?
Of
Yeah.
course he does. She does.
great.
This could be
Roll
bad.
that.
Or does she have more
Wild
control
magic.
over it?
Well, that's what I was wondering.
No.
Wow, I rolled
it's more wild.
Horribly.
Deli has control over herself, but
The magic is
the magic is going to be automatic.
Well, what's that? What is that? A D100?
Yes, it'd be D100. Yeah. Let me pull up.
It's a 37, and they have to make a con save now themselves.
Against
The
all of
spell
them.
goes off.
Which ones?
Just the bottom two.
The
Just
bottom, two.
two.
Yeah. Okay. So con save you said.
Yeah, there's a spell description. So the top one fails. So it takes half as much damage and isn't pushed. But so the one that saved isn't pushed and takes half damage of 8. So only.
So then 4, and then this one is pushed how far away?
10 feet away.
Okay. Boom. All right. Let's see.
much as I hope.
37. A swarm of insects crawl out of your skin, then launch themselves at the target. Take 2d6 piercing damage and cast Insect Plague on target. So you take damage, Deli, as the insects crawl out of your skin. So
You're
take
gonna have
8.
to find insect plague. 2d6, you said?
Yeah, I already
rolled.
rolled it. You got 8
Okay.
8 damage. And then Insect Plague. Let's see if you only cast it on one of them, then it will cast it on that one that's closer to you still. 20-foot
Sorry,
radius
what?
sphere, so you can get both of them with this.
Oh, I get to cast it now? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it says you cast Insect Plague on the target, so I'm assuming you basically just cast it in the same general area you casted Thunder Wave.
Yeah, so it'll be on both of them then.
Yep. When the area appears, each creature in it must make a Constitution saving throw. So
They both fail if
they
it's my
both-
DC.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, they both fail. And they
That's
both take
4d10 damage.
4d10 piercing damage. They're both dead.
Oh, that turned out better than I'd hoped.
Yeah.
Yeah, so these
That
insects just
went
like eat them
super well.
alive.
So Deli's just like, ah. Oh, did you like? Oh, okay.
Thanks, Bugs.
Does that
Uh,
last? Does that stick?
I mean, you cast the spell, so
Yeah.
I know. I just didn't know if it was a
should.
continuous effect or if it was a single
Yeah.
time thing.
I mean,
Yeah,
but it's
it's-
still in that radius, so probably
Okay.
not going to do much else the rest of the combat. But cool. And then Anna, go make a wisdom save for me.
Okay.
Ooh,
Wow.
crit fail. All right, roll a d10.
4.
Same thing. Creature doesn't move or take actions.
At least you're not.
So that last imp is going to attack you.
At least you're not flanked anymore.
Yep, not flanked, so just a regular hit. So 5 and the 10 poison.
I'm down.
Yeah. Pretty much no matter what, you're down.
Not pretty much no matter what, just no matter what.
No matter what.
How much health did you have left?
7.
Yeah.
Oh,
So even if
I
she had
mean, like-
succeeded on the con save, it wouldn't have mattered. So
They hit me for so much that first
yeah.
round.
So Anna just has like big old poison welts all over her body, and she crumbles to the ground. And then Deli, it's her turn.
so this thing hasn't been touched yet.
Yes.
Does it look like it's still going to Anna, or does it look like its attention is on me now?
Probably on you.
Okay, then I have a little bit of time.
I will also stabilize. No, I would have taken off
Yep.
my periaptive wound closure, so I
Yep.
won't stabilize.
My main point is even if you crit fail this next
Deli
thing,
has one round to do something. Yeah.
yes, I have one
Yeah.
round to cast Shillelagh as a bonus action, pretty much, and attack it. And then the next turn, I can attack as a bonus action and attack with my action and healing word to bring her back up.
Yep. Cool.
Or no, wait, no, because it's a bonus action. Yeah, I can't do 2 bonus action things. So yeah, I'll just cast Shillelagh.
Go ahead and
And-
make your wild magic
Wild
roll.
magic doesn't count with catch.
I know.
Okay.
So this is what I'm saying. Because you're in pure chaos plane, it doesn't automatically go off, but I think you'll have to roll for the cantrip.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So roll to see if the
See if it goes
Okay.
off. So it doesn't-
wild magic doesn't go off.
Cool.
Okay, so I'll cast Shillelagh and hit with my Shillelagh.
Yeah,
23.
you do.
12 bludgeoning damage.
It's dead.
Okay, I figured these
Yeah,
things
they
were
don't have
pretty
a
weak.
lot of hit points. They can just do a
Just
lot of
like
damage.
me.
They hit
Uh,
pretty hard, but
Anna, go ahead and make your death saves. Just see.
oh frick! I just realized. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Pass.
one success.
Okay.
And then Deli, I assume you healing word.
I'm going to cast Healing Word, but Wild Magic is also going
Yes,
to happen.
indeed.
So,
Maybe do you want to walk like 60 feet away from me and then cast it?
you know what? I can do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk
Seems
a
like a
ways
good
away.
idea.
Because I thought it was healing. I thought it was a touch spell, but it's not.
No,
Probably
that's
can't-
cure wounds.
probably can't do
I'm like,
Oh no, she can do 60 feet because it's
he
bonus.
can go
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
60 because she should be able to walk and
Yep.
dash.
I'll just do
Yeah.
60 feet. And as I'm walking away,
Just in case you cast a fireball.
Healing Word is level 1. So that's 5 hit points.
Okay.
And actually, let me make sure I mark that off too.
Because I'm like, with a fireball, you could legit kill me, I think.
Yeah.
If you got good enough damage.
It could be inconsequential, whatever. I just rolled 26.
Half of them are, so you emanate a 40-foot anti-magic circle until the start of your next turn. So nothing really happens because there's not any magical effects happening.
Whoa. Do I feel the same when the anti-magic goes off?
Yeah, so this is the thing. I
Okay,
mean,
okay.
Deli's weird and stuff, but I don't think it's not as simple as anti-magic fields make Deli not
No,
Deli.
no.
you
I was
know,
mainly
so.
just curious about because there's something magical inside me, and I was
Nah.
or with me. I was just wondering
Yeah.
if that changed anything. Okay,
Yep.
so Deli probably doesn't even notice what happened.
Yep.
Okay.
If Jelly swallowed an anti-magic field,
Yeah, if there's some way for her to like swallow a magic item that like just had an automatic anti-magic field on it, that might do something weird to her, but yeah, because I mean, anti-magic fields don't like make angels or like like inherently magical creatures suddenly not function right anymore, right? Like,
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that's actually we have anti-magic field happen.
I don't think it's come
already?
up, yeah. So
I remember.
cool, yeah. So Anna, you come up again, but you guys can definitely hear like screeching in the distance, like there's like more demonic things out there. But yeah, Anna, you're still pure chaos.
I would feel like though going down and getting knocked out and then being brought back would maybe make me be able to, if Deli has words for me, hear them slightly better.
I think so.
But
Probably a moment where Deli could talk to her.
yeah,
I'm trying to remember what exactly the guy told me last week. Essentially, he was saying like we need to focus the chaos to a specific goal. That was essentially it, right? It was.
So yeah, basically the idea was, telling someone who's pure chaos to just become lawful isn't like the answer, but it's the answer is to channel the chaos, to accept the chaos in one sense, but to basically just be like, okay, I can't control most of the things that are happening to me right now, but I can control one thing. I'm just going to pick one direction and go for it, right? That's kind of the idea. Is Anna needs to pick a goal and just do it.
And probably what she'll kind of probably as she'll Deli will be like running back because she knows that Anna's probably about to run off again, and say like,
You would be right.
Anna, you have to channel the chaos. Just think of something you need to do and do it.
And I guess I would just be like, we're going away from the M's. This way.
Yeah.
And I go like away from the noises that I would hear of more.
Yeah, and I assume Deli hops on her back again. So she's
try
not left
to if I
behind.
can reach her in time. That was actually what I was going to say.
Yeah,
Because
up to Emily, I guess.
do I reach you in time? Because my
Yeah,
speed's only.
I would let you. I have to like get up, and that takes half my speed.
Yeah.
Should I okay, we'll go with
I was
that
gonna say
then.
I definitely love this sequence because it definitely seems like Deli's like Yoda on Luke Skywalker's back right now. He's like, control your anger. Right?
I understand that reference for sure.
Control your chaos.
Yeah.
Chaos you must control.
Exactly. Yeah. Whacking her with her ladle. Size matters not. Anyway, so you just run in one direction, Anna, and I think I want you to make a luck save.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So that's D20 plus proficiency.
Indeed.
Is what- okay.
I just added it under my attacks.
Look. Good for you. That's a 7.
7. Okay. So obviously you run into more trouble. So
Oh, she's at 5 hit points.
mm-hmm. So let's take a look.
In a book,
At
reading
5
Rainbow.
hit points, you don't let me attack anything.
Let's take a look here. Not a whole lot of options.
Oh well, we just don't have to meet anyone then, I guess.
Oh, bummer. Yeah, let's go with this. Let's go with this one. You guys are running along, and you enter a clearing of one sort or another, and
What
you
the
come,
heck?
Oh my god.
you come face to face, rearing in front of you a flaming horse. Yeah,
This looked like a nice horse.
trying to trample you, basically. So
I don't have animal friendship.
Anna, go ahead and make a wisdom save for me. Okay, you
What the
roll a d10
heck?
for me.
What if I don't want to? I do
Same
nothing.
thing. Yeah, you do nothing. You're still surprised by this. Deli, what do you do?
I am contemplating how worthwhile it would be to make an animal handling check. Okay, given what I know about animals, would I know if
Make a nature check.
13?
I think you know enough to know that this is not a beast. It is a fiend. So
Dang it. Okay.
Yeah. Not actually a horse.
Let's see. It's a ponyta or a rapidash, so it's a Pokemon.
I don't have a lot of attacking stuff there. This is not what I was expecting.
Does anybody remember what here's some Terra Nullius trivia. Does anybody remember what Darius's steed's name was?
Oh,
I'm blanking.
You had like
on
you had like a bird thing, right? Like an axe
Yep.
beak. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it was an X beak.
I can't remember his name. Oh, Leonechka.
Leonechka!
Yeah, it was after
That's
your-
right. It was
after your dad.
after Dad. That's right.
That was fun. Leonechka
Okay, no,
didn't do a lot in Terra Nullius, but he was fun.
He was literally the Kenny of the group.
Yeah. he
Oh
just
my
kept dying.
gosh, you killed Leonechka!
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pretty sure this thing doesn't have a swim speed.
It's true.
Legitimately, I just don't have a lot of attacking spells I can use. A lot of them are, and some of the one I do is a 3rd level spell, and it's a touch spell, and I don't want to get close to this thing right now.
Yeah.
Thunderwave is I've like Thunderwave, Shatter, and Crown of Madness. So, and I think this thing's already mad. I am looking over my.
Here's the thing. Look, Crown of Madness on me may be helpful.
How is it? Is it literally just right there?
Yeah.
Okay, so my speed is
About
30,
10, 15 feet away from you.
Maybe my best option is just to wild shape.
Probably so, yeah.
But here's the thing: is my wild shape also random?
Yep, it automatically does uncontrollable wild shape.
Look,
Here's the
honestly, cast Crown of Madness on me so then I can just attack this thing. No, it's fine. You can wild shape and do
Crown of
whatever.
Madness is all. Well, here's the thing: wild shape could turn me into something that can't attack.
Yeah, who knows what's gonna
That is the
happen.
problem. So I could legitimately just waste a turn. I am weighing my options.
And it usually allows you to turn into anything CR1 or lower.
I believe so. I'm level 5, 1/2. It's 1 once I reach level 8.
Okay.
The problem is the horse goes next.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get in between you and the horse.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
But I also don't know what to do.
Yeah. Sorry about my bad luck save. This might be.
Only other thing I can think of is casting like Frostbite, which is a cantrip. At least does 2d6 and is not going to go wild.
Well, it might.
Not guaranteed to go wild. Maybe this is what I'll do. I will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So at least it's like separated out. And I will cast Frost. Oh my gosh. I rolled 2 ones.
That was great.
I rolled 2 ones and it might not even do anything.
It made the
Doesn't
save.
go wild and it makes the save. I tried to get its attention at least.
So nothing happened?
Well, I cast it, just nothing happens.
Yeah.
But do I at least get its attention off of Anna?
Sure. Yeah, it will attack you first.
Great.
Oh,
So
geez.
it rushes
gonna
over
charge.
to you. Yep. Charges you and
Yeah.
tries to slam you with its hooves. It basically just tries to trample you. But
And
it
this
missed.
is
So basically you manage to like dodge out of the way, like barely under its legs as it
Wow.
tramples
Turn into
past.
a mouse and scare
Bad
it.
horsey.
Anna, make a wisdom save.
please. Wait, could I guidance her? Wait, no, is that a
No,
No,
that's
I
an
couldn't.
action.
that's
Yeah.
an action? No. Dang it. 19.
Hey, you did it. You can act normally.
Okay. Would this be flanking or do I go 1 over?
That
that's
is
flanking,
flanking. Either one, I
Okay.
think is fine.
Okay. Here we go. Just all unarmed attacks because I have nothing.
Yeah.
Or 21.
21.
That's 5 damage.
'Kay.
Here's my extra attack.
Hits.
That's another 5 damage.
Very nice.
Ooh. Hey, horsey, go ahead and make a con save.
Okay.
Stunning strike.
8.
He's stunned.
Very
Yes.
nice.
Okay. And now I'm going to does it look like it's like a pretty sturdy horse?
Pretty sturdy. Yep.
I feel like one extra flurry of blows isn't going to do it. Then I need to use my key on my stunning strikes. So I'm just going to chop it again.
Yeah. Yep.
4 damage.
Cool.
Okay.
Sounds good. You're just like whacking it in the butt. Sounds good.
Slowly but surely.
Okay, I'm going to just hit it with my
Shillelagh.
shillelagh.
Yeah.
I can find it.
You gotta flank the flank.
19.
19 hits.
9 bludgeoning.
Here we go. And nays in your face. So it's stunned on its turn, and then it's like to the end of your next turn, Anna. Is when it, okay.
So now I make another wisdom.
Another wisdom save. Yep.
13.
13's not good enough. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Roll a d10. You still do nothing. You've gotten the most boring option every time.
No, because it's like 1 through 3 does something, 4 through 6 does nothing.
Yep.
Right.
So it's 2 through 6 does nothing.
Oh, 2 through
Everything
6,
else
okay.
does more fun things.
Wait.
All right, Deli.
Okay, question, because I found this out when because this is a fiend, and the guy we ran into like in the cornfield at the farm, he was also a fiend, right?
He's also a fiend. Yep.
I knew what the fiend, the guy we ran into, what he was resistant to, didn't I?
Someone made a roll.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Is he would we think he's vulnerable to like cold damage?
That's not even kind of what I'm getting at. Oh wait, I think
Well, one thing to keep in mind is that very little in D&D is actually vulnerable to any type of damage.
I know, but
I'm mainly wondering,
Yeah.
would I have learned if he was resistant to necrotic damage?
Make an Arcana check.
Well, no, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Did I already
the other guy
learn that? Yeah.
I don't think the other guy was resistant to necrotic. I think typically the demon resistances are like resistance to poison or immunity to poison and stuff.
Okay.
I think some of them must have. Some of them probably do have resistance to fire, but
because I have an attack that can do 3d6 necrotic. It's just a concentration spell, so it could easily get knocked out. But it also is my highest damaging attack. It's also going to go wild.
Which
So
I mean could work for us.
True. There's been 2 times now where that's actually worked out. You know, I'll just try it. Vampiric touch.
Okay.
I think I have to actually. Let's just do it.
Yeah, just click on it. We'll see.
So it'll hit.
Yeah, that hits.
But 15 on wild magic.
15. Roll a d10. This is amazing. I'm so glad you got this one.
No, what happens? Am I dead?
Deli is now 3 years older.
Oh.
Well.
Okay.
Okay.
So we need to like change Deli's token now.
No, I give it time.
Well, Dragonborns age exponentially
that's
quick.
true.
So
That's true. Well, here's the thing. Wait, Alyssa's gone for this though. Because here's the thing. Anna would hear. Oh wait, no, wait for it. Oh wait, I'll roll the damage real quick.
Yeah, do it.
Wait, so on the outside, do we just see Deli just?
Yeah, so that's actually something I wanted to mention is when they've been getting hurt, you have actually been noticing differences in them. Not like straight up like like they go like that, but they've been like looking weaker and weaker.
I look very weak then.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like
here's
drooping.
Here's the thing. Anna hears this when the wild magic goes off and Deli gets 3 years older. Wait, actually, I got to shift this then. I'm gonna leave the voice the same for now because I don't want to have to mess with it right now. But when Deli gets hit and gets a few years older, she goes,
This again.
and that's it. Okay, but I have concentration spell up, so yeah, that's my turn. I did. Oh, and I gained 10 life.
Nice. But yeah, Deli just got permanently older. Which means
I'm
so
gonna
you were
mess-
like, how old were you in Dragonborn years before? Were you like 5?
I thought you were like
Game-
8.
No, I think I was 5.
Yeah, because
Well,
5 for
now you're
now.
Dragonborns is like teenager basically, right? Because 10 is an
Yeah.
adult, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. So you're like a young adult now, basically.
I'll have to double check, but I think it was somewhere around 5.
Yeah. So yeah, now I think you're 8 now.
Okay, I'm gonna mute myself and change my voice.
Sounds good. Wild. Cool. So it's the Nightmare's turn. It is going to try to trample Deli. And it does so. Does 7 bludgeoning and 8 fire damage to you. Rears up. Tries to stamp you.
Okay,
Sure,
what
Nina,
does that
fair.
make my con save for my concentration spell?
10.
Still 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it has
That's a
to be like
Constitution?
22
Yeah.
damage, basically, right? To increase it.
Yeah,
And
it's 10 or half the damage, whichever is
Yep.
higher.
Oh, half the damage. Okay, and it's a Constitution save. Frick.
Failed. Okay, yeah.
Well, there goes my spell.
All right, Anna. Make a wisdom save.
No.
Hey.
Nice.
Anna is in control.
How does this
17?
thing look?
17 hits.
Oh, wait, where does this?
Pretty damaged.
7 damage.
Yeah, you're definitely wailing into this thing.
Make a con save.
'Kay.
Yeah, that passes.
Succeeds.
Okay, let me try and hit again. Boop.
Yep.
7 more
7.
damage.
Very good. Yeah, definitely damaged.
Make another con save.
Okay.
Wait, is that my
13.
TC? Okay, wait, it's 8 plus my. Shoot, sorry, I always forget how to
No, you're good.
calculate it.
It's a good thing you didn't get younger, Seth. Like,
Yeah.
the number you were rolling, you could have literally become an infant.
Yeah, that is my DC. So
Permanently.
It passes.
Like,
Well, it would be a new way you kill the character.
that's true.
Okay, I'm going to.
Wouldn't that be just like the funniest thing?
Carla
like Anna
just
kills
becomes
this
your
thing,
nanny.
and then just like,
Oh, no.
okay.
Just a little baby dragon.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks pretty hurt right now.
Yeah, for sure. Did it succeed on the save?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, then I'm gonna flurry of blows.
Do it. Hit.
9 damage.
Okay, still up.
One more.
Hit.
8 damage.
Still up.
Dang. Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Yep. Deli. It's very,
Damage.
very, very weak.
Okay, I'm just gonna hit it with my shillelagh then.
Do it.
Because I don't want to waste more spells because we might run into more.
Yep. Hit.
9 bludgeoning.
It is dead.
Thank goodness.
Slam it in the skull and it crashes to the ground. Its fire goes out.
Nope, that's level 6 where that happens. Okay, never mind.
Since I could actually do stuff that time.
Uh-huh.
I turned to Anna and say,
Anna, we need to go. And I realize the voice hasn't changed much, but I can't change much without it just becoming me.
Yeah.
Just kind of like,
And she's a
Yes.
female too, so, you know.
Yeah.
just gonna go, yes, away from horse, away from imps. This way.
Let's go.
Cool. Anna, make another luck save.
Can I guidance her?
Either that, like you can do luck save, or if Anna actually wants to try to make a roll of some sort, right? If she's thinking well enough, because I mean you made a couple of wisdom saves there, so maybe you're thinking well enough to
Could
make some
I-
sort of other roll.
Could I make an insight check?
Sure.
Well, could I just would guidance help her at all with anything? I guess
think so,
my
yeah.
question. Okay, that's a D4.
Okay. Hi, William. Please inspire me to do better.
A 9 is not super great.
D4,
Deli, go ahead and roll your
D4.
guidance.
Plus
Yeah.
13.
rolled
13. Okay.
13.
13 is, I think, good enough to at least head in the general right direction.
William,
I will.
he's so
Ah, a baby.
punched her in the face.
Little monk in training. Excellent.
So I think what happens, Anna, is you're running, and suddenly you reach a cliff face very suddenly without knowing it. Make an
Again?
acrobatics check.
Okay.
This is a bit more dramatic of a cliff face.
17.
Yeah, I think 17 is just enough to classic pinwheel motion, don't fall over. And you are next to some sort of jungle canyon of some sort. And down below you can see a little fire, like some sort of campsite, right? And some sort of campsite down there. See movement. There's no discernible way to get down there except for jumping, but
I just kind of look at Deli and I'm just kind of like, fire.
I mean, does it look like it's in the direction where we came from?
At this point, you guys are so turned around that I don't think you know where
No.
that is.
I mean, I don't think we want. Maybe we do want to find the person who's here. Give me a second. I'm writing down my age because it actually wasn't noted anywhere, but I'm pretty sure I was 5.
Would I be able to jump down with Deli and neither of us get hurt? Or would we have to make a roll for that? Or would Deli have to make a roll?
I think it would just be Deli making a strength save, a very low strength save to just hold on, right?
And I can guidance myself for that.
Okay, yeah, I just kind I look to Deli and I'm like, fire. And then I just jump.
Okay, strength saving throw.
Yes.
+4.
Plus a D4. Plus
13.
I think 13 is enough. It wasn't going to be super difficult or anything. It was just if you epically failed. Yeah, so Anna slow falls down into the jungle, and then you make your way towards the campsite. Takewee and Audrin, are you doing anything in the meanwhile? I was definitely expecting it to be a combat and other stuff going on. But
Do you have a 5?
Yeah. Just playing some cards.
I just want to know what happens to Deli. Do we see just?
I mean,
Does
probably
she
what it
just-
is, right? Is you guys are just playing cards and you just look up, and at first, right, you see Anna and Deli are wilting, right? As they get damaged in the other place. And then at one point, Audrin, you guys are playing, and then you just look up and Deli's just taller and older. And
I think Audrin looks up and he looks down and doesn't pay any mind to it. Then he does a double take.
yeah.
And it's looks over at Takewee.
Hey, no peeking, Audrin.
He just shakes his head and goes back to playing the game.
Swashbuckler. How much longer is this going to take?
Are they playing with us?
No, they're just
Watching?
watching.
I hate this game.
I
Come
thought they
on.
were playing with you guys.
No, I don't think they would actually partake. They're leaning against a tree or whatever, right? Just being bored.
I thought the bard would have been game.
No, I don't think so. I mean, would you have invited him?
I don't know.
I
I
feel
wasn't
that-
actually serious about playing cards.
Yeah.
Just but
I mean, I like
It's
the
a
idea
thing
of
to do
invite-
to pass the time.
yeah. I mean, if they're just standing there, I think Takewee might be you want to play?
We're not sure how long this is going to take, but if you want to join
What
us,
are you waiting for exactly?
I mean, they know what Unkashi is. They can see our friends are startled, yes or no.
Oh,
They-
so maybe okay, yeah. So maybe it's the barbarian who asked that question, and then the bard's just it seems like their friends have been affected by Mkeshi's magic. I suppose they're just waiting for that to finish.
That amongst a few other things.
Yeah, I guess they just shrug. Cool. So Anna and Deli make your way into the camp. And the first thing you notice is that there are several people in cages. Right? So you see a small like cage that you imagine like someone put a squirrel in. And there's a little like pixie in the cage. And she's like tugging at the bars. There is a couple of other cages. One has an elf with bright red hair, so like not like even a natural shade of red. And then the other one has a tiefling in it, wearing like dirty but like noble like clothing. And then the last cage holds a gnome with like wizard robes. And I mean, these are the descriptions
That's our people.
Yeah, the descriptions you were given. Deli's probably the only one with the presence of mind to notice the descriptions match. But yeah,
Okay,
what do you
but me and my chaos state, the most chaotic thing you can do is release things that are caged.
Just immediately release them. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
and I'm really fast. So can I just like run around and open the cages?
Yeah. So they have locks on them. So and you don't have a key, but you could at least like try to break open the locks, right?
With
cool. Yeah, go ahead and roll your unarmed strike. We'll see.
with my hand, I guess. Oh.
Yeah. Critical success. Who do you open first?
Truly, whoever's nearby to me. Like whoever I come across first.
Sure, yeah, let's just say it's Tiefling dude.
Sure.
So
open it right up.
Question, Caleb. I don't recognize this tiefling, do I?
Deli does not know.
Okay.
Yeah. So you break that open and the tiefling is like, "Oh, are you here to rescue us?"
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't say anything. I just run to the next because theoretically I can open 3 of these in one round.
That's true. Yeah.
Can I try to bash one open too?
Sure. Yeah. Go
ahead.
Let's see.
Losing my shillelagh.
These are not great.
22.
Yeah. So Deli, I think you're fine. You can bash one open. But Anna, unless you're spending a key point or something.
I'm not.
Yeah. So I think Deli, you get the elf open. And so yeah, elf with like bright red hair, looks like Chinese. But like, his hair's dyed or something. And he steps out and he's like, I'm sorry, who are you?
Name's Deli.
Okay. Like, I wasn't really asking your
we
name,
were sent
more
to
like
find you.
Oh, really?
This voice sounds weird. I'm sorry. This does not sound like. Does it sound like robotic to you guys?
Yeah, I don't like it at all.
Okay, I don't like it either. We'll just stick with this.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, Deli's still a female, so
Well, I'm messing around with it, and I can only like hear so much of it on my own.
yeah.
That sounded weird, and I thought.
Mhm.
So yeah, we said we're here to rescue them.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Oh.
Okay. I mean, if nobody interrupts me after this first round, I'm just gonna keep trying.
I'm Duke Dirt Farmer. I'm here to hang out with you. I think like you do get interrupted after the one turn, right? And I'm trying to think. There's a couple of different ways this went in my head as I was walking back from work, and I'm trying to decide which one I'm going to land on.
The one that's nicest because we're going up.
Yeah.
The one that acknowledges the fact that I have 5 hit points, 1 key point, and
Oh, okay. So I should throw more.
Beholder
stuff
it
at you.
is.
Okay, sounds great. Ooh,
Well, we also have
I
2
a perfect
people that.
idea. Okay.
We also have
I know
2
it is,
friends
I know it is.
now.
So, the first thing, so we feel a presence, right? So the campfire in the middle, kind of flickers and waves back and forth. And you as you know, Anna, you probably go over to the gnome's cage, and you're trying to get it open, and the gnome looks up, and you could see he's been slumped down, like holding his knees to his chest, and he looks up at you, and you see his tear-streaked face, and he's like, "I'm so sorry. I did something very bad." And then, like, you guys can feel this presence, and like the campfire's moving, and then suddenly, we're just gonna roll a d100 here.
A Tarask comes out from behind the fire.
I love a good level 5 Tarask fight.
Let's see. 1, 2, 6. Okay, I'm gonna roll a d6.
Oh no.
Deli, you suddenly double in weight. Which mechanically halves your movement speed.
Congratulations, this is a boy or is it a girl?
Yeah. Wow, you went through
I'm gonna
puberty
say
real quick.
I'm gonna say something I said one time with Adeline. What?
Yeah. So, Deli, you feel this. You can feel that the pure chaos of this plane is setting its proverbial eyes on you guys. And basically, you guys are going to have to find some way to fight pure chaos itself. And every turn, it's going to attack you by doing a random D100 wild magic thing. So on your guys' turns, what do you do? And I assume you're trying to break open the cages.
I think I'm just still breaking open cages because.
Go for it.
Yeah. Do I have to roll the 1d10 thing still?
No. I think you're fine for now. You've settled on breaking open cages as your action.
Okay.
So.
Okay, that's gonna open a cage. I would guess.
So Marvin's cage is opened.
Okay.
And
20.
Pixie is free. She flies up and then puts her hands on her hips and she's like, "All right, do you have some way to get out of this plane? Because I certainly can't find one. I certainly couldn't find one."
Is there any more cages or are they all?
No,
open
that's it.
It
kind of looks like the camp of like some sort of like animal, like a hunter or something who would like go and track down an animal and then put it in a cage next to his campfire. But there's no hunter around, right? Like there's no one else.
I just say I hit things, and I can run, and I like run around in a circle. Real fast though.
Yeah, and I think the pixie just flies off because all these guys are also affected by this like chaos stuff. So she just like flies off and just like, "I'll find a way out." Flits off in the distance.
Bye.
I'll shoot it in the eye.
Yeah. And then Deli, what are you doing during this time?
Okay, I have an idea.
Because you can feel this presence starting to swirl around the camp.
Because the guy was talking about when they feel the chaos, just to kind of accept it and embrace it in a sense.
Yep.
And Deli's going to think, I got here by surging. Maybe I can get out of here by surging.
Yeah.
My idea is to spend all my spell points to just do a big surge and see if that will I don't really know.
Plane shift us with a large surge.
Kind of.
I love the idea.
I'm going to pick let's see, I have 5 points. How would I have to do this technically? 5 points can recharge a 3rd level spell slot. So what kind of 3rd level spells do I have?
What if you use shatter to the reality of the chaos realm?
That's actually not a bad idea because I can cast that as a 3rd level spell. I was just looking at my 3rd level.
If only you could plane shift order into the chaos.
Kind of what we're trying to do.
Yeah, if you can't find a spell that you think might make sense here, I do have another idea.
Well, I'm all ears because none of my.
Because if you're going for like accepting the chaos, I think Deli could blat all her magic out and then just cause like 5 wild magic surges.
Well,
and there are actual options on here that open up planes like portals to other dimensions.
Well, that was kind of my idea,
Yeah.
but less so for specific surges and more so just like let out a surge, except the because I have written in my notes. Let me see. I have written in my notes, don't fight the world. When things get overwhelming, let go. And so the idea of just like letting go and just letting out.
Yeah, so this is the thing though, Deli, right?
Okay.
Okay. The whole point of the chaos stuff right here is that you don't have control over what it does, right? So if you are vomiting all this magic out, you're not going to get a result that you pick, right? So even if you want a portal to open, that's not necessarily going to be the thing. What you need to do is just accept and let all the surges happen and see if one of them happens to do what you want it to do, right? Like we just see Deli like walk into the center of the camp and like hold up her arms like Elmo fire meme. It's just like, yes, bring it on, right?
This sounds like a great idea. Let's just cast Fireball 5 times.
I mean, I think probably what happens is something along the lines of Deli does that, and just like looks to the sky, and it's like the essence of chaos is like swirling around her, and just like screams to the sky. Wait, no, I gotta turn on the voice. The voice is off.
You haven't killed me yet. You won't do it now.
And just surges 5 times. I guess.
All right, sounds great.
I don't know. She's just kind of.
No, I love it.
Oh, you're doing it. Okay, sorry.
Oh, that's fine. We can do yours if you want. That's fine.
No, you already rolled.
Okay. All right, let's go lowest to highest. So 8. First thing that happens, for the next minute, any flammable object you touch that isn't being worn or carried by another creature bursts into flame. So you I think what happens, right, Deli, you're stepping towards the center of the camp, and there's a fire in the center of the camp, right? And suddenly the fire just like bursts out, and everything, what does it say, not being worn or carried by another creature.
How long?
For the next minute. So like the cages aren't flammable because they're like made of metal, I think. But like everything else, so like the faux camp that you see around you, just like, and like the clearing in the jungle, just all, and there's like an inferno around you guys.
Okay, and this was using
so far.
This was using my spell points, by the way. So I used all 5 spell points.
13, you cast mirror image. So on, we see Deli.
There's 5 of me now.
Yeah, like fluctuating. There's 5 of her.
I feel like both of these things are very symbolic of the moment.
Oh yeah, for sure. 29. Any beasts in the immediate area become awakened for 1 day. The thing is, I don't know if there are any actual beasts in this plane. There are just like creatures who look like beasts but are actually demonic.
So I don't think plants.
Well, it says beast specifically.
I'm just saying if you wanted to make something still happen.
That's true. Yeah. You know what? That's a good idea. Let's go with that. So the oh my gosh, you know what just happened, Deli? So all of these plants are on fire, and then suddenly they get awakened to sentience just in time to realize their own mortality.
They're all screaming.
Realize their own mortality and then die. So that's terrifying.
They're all just like, to be or not to be, immediate, just
exactly.
You know what? No, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the whale in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
yes, exactly. That comes to the sentience right before it dies. Yep. Okay, 46. You cast the Contagion Spell on the target. Disease is determined at random. The thing is, I mean, your target was like chaos itself, right? So I think you definitely see it does something to, right, you've weakened the chaos in some capacity. There's like a disease. I guess let's random disease generator. Let's
in D&D specify in D&D.
Let's see.
It's just like, have you tried tuberculosis?
Yeah, so it gets some sort of like feverish sort of thing. I don't know. I think you just like, you pump it into the chaos. I don't know if you even know what that does, but it does. It seems to do something to it and something negative to it. So it's 46, and then lastly 70. Oh, open a portal to the Beastlands for 1d4 hours.
Oh my gosh!
This acts as a 5th level conjure animals spell. So in theory, how this works,
are awakened.
So in theory, how this works, right? Like normally, is you open a portal to a plane that has a bunch of animals on it, and they all come pouring forth to help you. So I think that's what happens, right? Deli, a bunch of your animal friends come from some other layer of the spiritual realm to just like come and help you, right? And they like just there's like a herd of horses that just like start stampeding through the center of the camp. And I think like Deli, you automatically like instinctually do the like awesome Legolas move and grab one of their manes and then swing yourself up onto one of the horses. And I assume you probably like look back at your companions and say, guys, this way, grab a horse, right?
Let's get out of here.
Exactly. Yeah.
Deli's freaking Snow White all of a sudden.
She's
We
always
haven't
wanted
done
to
it.
be Snow White at least. Yeah. So I think what needs to happen is I think
instead of it's
That was loud.
well, what
Very
it is what is it? It's Shrek, where she's like, so I think the NPCs. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Anna has to make a wisdom save here, right? To try to be able to act.
Of course I do.
Could I guidance?
I think you can. I think you can. In this moment, you can guidance all of the people around you, and I'll have all them make wisdom saves. Actually, I gotta. So a 9 is probably not gonna. Ooh, yikes.
But what about a 10?
You got a 10.
Well, here's the thing. It's open for 1d4 hours.
It's true.
So they have time to
roll
get
a
out of
D4,
there.
Deli.
It's open
Okay.
for 1 hour.
It's open for an
That's
hour.
still a long time.
So, real quick, I'm gonna find the other character sheets on here real quick, and roll for them. Maybe I'll get an extra D4.
You want some help, Caleb? I can roll like poppies.
Yeah, do you want to roll Poppies? Well, I mean, Poppy honestly has already run away by this point, but she might
fly away and be like, "What the heck?"
Yeah, she probably shows up at some point. What I'm saying is I don't think you need to roll for her because she'll probably just find you guys and follow.
Okay.
And she can fly anyway, so you know. Okay, so Elf 14, I think it's gonna be good enough. He swings on. And then let's see. We have whatever Seth's character's name was, which I don't remember. It's on here somewhere.
Genthris.
Gethris, yeah.
Gethris Gumeros. Yes, I remember him now. I forgot about him. I forgot these were our characters. That's right.
So D4.
Yeah.
Okay, he's fine. And then we'll roll for Marvin. Okay, he doesn't even need the guidance. I think the DC was 14, so he's fine. So they all managed to get on horses.
It's just me.
So Anna, what I want you to do is roll another D10, right? Because you're basically still under the effect of the confusion spell, so there's still a chance you'll do something. Ooh, a 1.
Oh no.
On a 1,
do something.
the creature uses all its movement to move in a random direction. To determine the direction, roll a D8 and assign a direction for each die face. Okay, so let's just say that a 3 on a D8 is the right direction. So go ahead and roll a D8. We'll see.
Nope.
6. Okay, so you almost go
So
the exact
go
opposite
100
direction.
feet.
Yeah. So you run off into the jungle by yourself. Everyone else is stampeding through on horses. So, yeah, Poppy, I think eventually, like, the horses, you find the horses and are flying along with everybody, right? And it's like, what is going on? Deli, you can tell, like, at one point, like, the horses are still galloping through the plain, right? And you notice that Anna's not there. What do you do? And you can also tell that the chaos is following you, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the problem. The chaos following into a plane that's not chaos. That's not great.
Well, so Deli, did you say, are you going into the portal?
That was the plan. I mean, we were going out of here.
Cool, just making sure.
Okay, question. This can't be a concentration spell. Never mind. What am I talking about? My thought is I could cast Hold Person and just drag her through. But it would take a long time. How does casting spells through a portal work?
I feel like there's usually something that it says if it matters. Like I think it's usually like just a message or something that has stuff like that.
Well, because like if I can see, it's like a humanoid. You can.
That's all that matters, really.
But is it technically within? Oh wait, no, it's within range.
Yeah, she's 100 feet away from you guys now.
Okay, I'd go on the horse. I'd gallop towards her, and just like say,
Anna, come on. We gotta go. Look, horses. Focus on the horses.
Horses? I'm a horse girl now.
Never seen a horse in my life before today, but
I've seen only one evil one and now a normal one, and I'm in love with the normal ones.
hey, I turned into a horse.
yeah. So I mean, let's talk about this in terms of like character stuff, like roleplay stuff, right? Like Anna is having trouble here because she's so used to rigid order that when she doesn't have it, she goes a little crazy, right? She goes a little stir crazy when she is not in control of her faculties and has like some sort of rigid routine to follow. So what is it for Anna that's really gonna like have to break this for her? Right? She's running off into the jungle. Deli comes up behind her with a horse and is like,
I mean, truly, I feel like if Deli casts hold person, it would be good for her.
Right, that's true. Just like rigid.
Because it's just like somebody just needs to tell me exactly what to do and be like, you have to do it.
Okay, yeah,
and
Deli.
I'm like, okay.
Roll, do a hold person.
It's gonna go wild, is the thing.
Yep.
I'll put this down just so we have the information. 25.
And it's a good thing that Deli has
it's a wisdom save.
Has a horse right now, because otherwise she would be moving at half her speed because she's double the weight she normally is.
Right. Is that permanent or is that for a time period?
Depends on how much you exercise.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Like, it doesn't say that it lasts for a certain amount of time. It's just you double in weight.
So I just permanently now have a speed of 15?
Your weight is doubled until you have some sort of workout regime. Yeah.
You can work out with Audrin and Lavinia.
Okay, well,
you had a very awkward growth spurt here.
You can come to the monastery and do our daily exercises with us.
Emily, you still have to make the wisdom save.
Oh yeah, go ahead and make the wisdom save and I'll look at the wild.
I wish I could just like choose to fail it.
Oh, you fail.
Excellent.
Nice. So for a 25, Deli, the world around your target slows to a halt, allowing them to take another turn. So
I'm held.
You're held.
I have 54 seconds instead.
Right. So you're held for a moment, and then Anna, you have a turn. Does she get to make another save though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
right?
wait. Does she?
At the end of each of its turns.
Yep. So that's the key here. Is unfortunately the wild magic you just did allows her to make 2 saves, basically.
But it would be at the end of my turn anyway, and I still fail.
Still fail. Okay.
Okay. So I grab her then and gallop the frick off.
Yep.
Towards the.
So it's going to take you one more turn to get to the portal. So Anna, roll another wisdom save, and this is the last one you'll have to make. So you
18.
Succeed that one, right? Which means you're not held anymore.
But that's at the end of my turn.
But you're at the end of your turn, so you're at. I think the thing is you're at the threshold of the portal, right?
Yeah.
Deli gallops through. What does Anna do?
I run through myself. But really
I think that makes sense, right? Like, as long as she's already going in this direction anyway, so it's like, yeah. But we see a moment where, like, I think Anna, like, we see that she gets loose of it, and we're like, oh no, is she gonna, like, and then she dashes through the portal. The portal closes, the chaos is swirling around and crashes against the portal, but can't move any further, and then the portal closes. And I think what happens is, because you guys have, and I've already figured out the cosmology of this, but since you guys went into this other plane, whatever, because this is the thing, you guys aren't actually, your whole self isn't going to these different planes. So as soon as you get off of this plane, the magic is broken and you go back to your original bodies. Or like, right, you're reunited, which also means the others are reunited with their bodies, but you don't know where they are on the material world right now.
So that's okay.
But at the very least, they're in the jungle somewhere, right?
And when Deli comes back, you see
okay, we're back.
I just go like, ow.
Oh,
I
perfect.
love horses now.
Yeah, the swashbuckler just says, perfect. So can we get on with this? Or are you guys going to come back to Calibi with us?
Who are they?
Who are they?
They've been hired by somebody for 2,500 gold apparently to bring us back to Calabar. And she's like, oh, finally, back. And go fish. Just kidding. Just
or whatever card game you're playing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's kind of ironic and also stupid about this, Caleb? I originally built Deli as a fat little wizard boy, and now she's a fat little wizard girl.
Yep.
Druid girl.
Yeah, so you guys, there's been a tremendous change that has come over to Delhi by the since she went into that dimension.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like, Teku would just say, they're here to like take us back to their employer.
Oh, so the one thing that does
Take
need to actually
us
happen,
to their leader.
the first thing actually needs to happen though, Deli and Anna make wisdom saves to see if you remember anything that just happened.
Would I have advantage since I was sent
You
there
have
by...
advantage. You have advantage.
Okay. Wisdom
19.
save?
Yeah, wisdom save.
Crit.
Whoa.
You both remember. I think you're fine.
I really do love horses.
Yeah.
For a second, it was in question. And I just kind of probably look over to Dell and be like, how did you not go crazy?
Oh, that's normal for me. It's what it's like inside me all the time.
I just have like really wide eyes, and it's like the like animals with the PTSD flashback videos, and it's just I'm just like, oh my gosh, Deli, that's so horrible.
That's so sad. Yeah.
Yeah. She's like,
Imagine that concentrated in your stomach for your entire life.
that's pretty much what it is, kind of. If I understand my
Yeah.
own self
Man.
correctly.
Are Takeaway and Aldrin going to ask what happened in there?
I mean, we've got like 30 people over here, and I'm just kind of
yeah, that's true.
I just like I probably like leave Deli's side for a second and walk up to like one of the people. Who of these people looks the most approachable?
The bard, yeah.
Okay. Question now too. Do I recognize any of these people?
I don't believe so. I don't think any of you would.
Not even me.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
I would just go like, who hired you guys? Where are we going?
They won't say.
I'm talking to the bard here.
Yeah, he says, we're going back to Calabar, miss. We have an employer who wants to talk to you. He was very insistent, so he hired us to make sure that you came back to Calabar. But as long as everybody's on the same page and is nice to each other, we're all going to be helpful and amiable. We can all walk back to Calabar together.
Quick question, Caleb. So are any spell slots I used back in the Chaos Plains used up?
Yeah, they're all used up. You are
okay.
Everyone is the same. Like you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just kind of like also I just go to the bard and like, oh, okay, we're all going. Do you have any like healing spells or anything? I got really hurt.
He shakes his head and he says, I'm sorry, I don't think I am allowed to use any on you. As cute as you are, he winks.
I just am kind of like, oh, so the person's fine if we don't make it back?
He doesn't answer that question.
Okay, I tried.
I mean, you can still make an insight like check against him.
Nah, I don't think so. Anna wouldn't.
Cool. So there are a couple of things are still in flux here, right?
Well, and like that's the thing though, is that we haven't finished our mission. So
yeah, you still need to find them.
Gonna be like, we got them, but we still have to find those other people. That's our mission.
Yeah, maybe I would be like, can we take a short rest? Anybody? Just like an hour? Are we allowed to do that?
We like turns to like the other people. Well, are we gonna have a problem? Are we allowed to rest?
I'm only feeling like a 5 of 38 right now.
Yeah, the swashbuckler shrugs. Like, we don't have a timetable here. As long as you're coming back with us, there's no problem.
I could go for a short rest too.
Cool. Yeah.
And could
I
Takey
can use
and
a burp.
Could
I don't-
Takewee and Audrin like take that time to like look around to see?
That's
if they
why
can
I was
find the
hoping
guys?
Audrin could maybe sneak away to look for people real quick.
I think it would have to be like a sneaky thing, but you could attempt
Yeah.
that, Audrin. Yeah. So yeah, go and roll
Feeling
a stealth,
much better now.
stealth check.
Okay. And I forgot last time we took a short rest, but my periaptive wound closure, I get double the amount of hit points I roll on a hit dice.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Still bad.
It's 8. Well, is that after? Or do you just double the actual? Do you double the amount of hit dice or double the amount that hit dice gives you?
The amount it gives me, I believe.
Okay, so that's 26.
Yeah, I'm still not at full.
It's
I was
still
at
good.
5 hit points. Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
remember
of course, that one happens last.
I was going to say, remember, we have another healer now. Because Takewee has healing spells as well.
Am I going to
Yes.
waste spells and stuff when we're taking a short rest?
True.
Okay, so Jordan needs to make a
Yeah,
stealth.
stealth.
Come
Stealth
on.
against DC
It's only
15.
beating an 15.
So
Saw
yeah,
9.
there is the passive perception of like the guy who's the most perceptive is 15. I was just rolling for another guy to see. If anyone
I
would
was
get
just
higher than that.
wondering if there was like a
Which-
way that I could
Get advantage.
Wait, who
Yeah,
who has
or
the
even,
highest
like-
perception?
Bard.
Can I go over and like flirt with him during the short rest
Distract.
to distract him?
Sure, yeah.
Would that give
make
Audrin
a performance
advantage?
check.
Okay,
me or her.
me.
Yeah, Anna.
Okay.
20.
So then he has to roll with disadvantage then instead of
Okay.
taking his. So yeah, he has basically you have to beat a 10 because that's the passive perception of
Okay.
the other two.
There we go. I tried to make it a little easy for you, Audrin.
I have to beat a 10.
Yeah, so basically I assume if you just don't crit fail, you're good.
Well, because it's stealth, right? I mean, my stealth, it's
so-
like, there are ways that I could
Yeah.
fail this, but it's a decent chance.
Yeah, I think so. I think like while she's doing that, I think Takewee's gonna like turn to Audrin and just
I didn't
hear a word you said.
Something about find the people.
Yeah, fine. She's just good. Sorry, Audrin, find these people, and then let's take these guys down. And then like I know you can do this, and give him the last bardic inspiration I have.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. I'll roll that stealth.
Didn't
Nice.
need it.
Yeah, I didn't need it.
Well, then you can save it then for
Yeah, I'll save the bardic for trying to find the guys.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
Yeah, so Audrin, you trample off into the jungle. By the time they realize you're gone, it's too late, and you know they're grumbling about it, but you know they're not gonna make a big stink.
Yeah.
And you're just gonna go look for the Atom League dudes.
Yep.
I think first off, make a luck save.
Are we doing the luck thing with our proficiency?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so then it would be 1d20 plus 3.
Whew, yikes. 8. Okay.
Bardic,
Even
can you
very-
use the
Oh, yeah,
Bardic on a
Bardic.
luck save? Would that help?
Let me inspire your luck.
I mean, you can do it if you want to. I'm just going to warn you right now, it's probably not
not
going to
gonna be enough.
matter that much. Yeah.
Okay.
You'll probably
You
want to
guys
save it
think
for
I
something else.
Okay.
Because the luck save basically is like, did their in their random wandering, you know, did they happen to be nearby just automatically? But Audrin can still make a roll to try to find them, right?
Okay.
So unfortunately, Audrin, it is going to be a survival check because you're trying to. Okay, so there's two ways you could do it, but you could either do a systematic search, like through investigation, and just like literally like cordoned off sectors on the map, and just eventually like cross off every X, right? Cross off every like hex on the map. Or you can make a survival check and try to track their footprints specifically. One is going to take way less time than the other, right? I know you're better at investigation, but that's going to take a long time.
Well, I could I like do the one? If that one doesn't go well, then I could try the investigation.
If you don't really, I see. It's try survival first. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. My other thought was because I saw how the other two were affected, right? That they kind of just took the path of least resistance.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I don't know. I was wondering if there was maybe a way that I could wiggle Arcana into it, but I don't know. I don't think there is.
I don't think so.
Okay, so I'll try the survival first. We'll
Yeah.
see what happens.
Crit success. Audrin coming in clutch. Okay, sounds good. So not only does Audrin manage to track down and specifically choose the best person to try to track down, right? But this person, who I think is you find the elf. This person, after coming to their senses, has already no. Yeah. This person, after coming to their senses, was not only by Poppy the pixie, but since Poppy has a good survival, she has already tracked down all the rest of the party by the time you meet up with everybody. So Audrin tracks the right person, and when you show up, everyone is in like a jungle clearing together, having already reunited themselves. So yeah, you see the party there. I mean, the descriptions match what you were given. And I think you come in and they're having like some sort of like mild argument where I think it's like the party members are trying to like talk down Marvin. So this gnome wizard is just like yelling at them like, "No, you don't understand. I was the cause of all of this." And he's like crying and stuff. What do you do or say?
Audrin, oh man, Audrin walks up and he's like, "I hate to break up this. Like, would Audrin know that this is kind of a reunion?"
Yeah, you just see the
Okay. I hate to break up this reunion, but and who is it that like sent us to go find them?
The Adamant League.
Okay. The Adamant League has contacted us to come search for you guys and just send us as a rescue team. I don't know how Audrin would phrase that. Probably,
Sure.
I don't know.
No, that's fine.
More
Yeah, so I think
sophisticated.
as soon as you start talking and they realize you're there, I think Poppy takes out a little toothpick bow and arrow, and Gethris, the tiefling, like readies his rapier. But the other two just like kind of like look at you mildly, like they're not too worried. But as soon as you start telling them about the Adamant League stuff, they lower their weapons and, I think probably Ronan, who is the elf dude, he just says, "I see. So, how long exactly have we been out?"
Do I actually know that information?
A few days.
Okay. It's been a few days.
I think they look down at their clothes and like the tattooed remnants is like, "I suppose you're probably right. It's a wonder we didn't get attacked by a wild animal or something. Or maybe we did." And
Speaking of being attacked, and I feel like it might just be like a cut from there.
yeah, so I assume you're filling them in on, hey, there's some people
Yeah.
like they're trying to capture us. Can you come help? So I think Audrin, if you want to make a persuasion check to like generally be amiable enough that like, hey, you guys should help us, sort of thing.
Can I get advantage because I have pretty eyes?
No, don't think so.
How long has it been since he left us?
Since Audrin left you guys? Maybe like an hour.
Yeah.
Can he get advantage because we freed them from the chaos realm?
They might not remember.
Oh,
I don't think
do
they do.
remember.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Well,
gave
I
you
still got
guys
the bardic.
rolls. I gave you guys rolls because you're
Yeah.
PCs, but
No, he doesn't have the bardic anymore. That ran out.
yeah, if
after
it's
10
an
minutes.
hour, yeah.
Oh, it was a full hour. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I mean, it's good at a roll as Audrin got. It was a lot of jungle to cover, so.
yeah. You said it was persuasion?
Yep.
Okay. Oh man, do I? would I have like rations on me? I mean, I don't know if they would need. I don't know. I was thinking maybe if I fed them first.
So they don't seem hungry, honestly, and the more that they look at their packs and stuff, like they actually have realized that. So the thing about being pure order is that turns out you actually do take care of yourself and defend yourself while you're in this state, which is why wild animals didn't get them and they're perfectly fed and watered. Like their body just autopiloted the whole time.
Oh, okay. Okay, never mind then. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna roll the persuasion.
Yeah, so 7 is not very great. I think
Roll the
Poppy, the
2.
little pixie, says, I'm sorry, listen, we'd love to help you with your little problem, but we have a little bit of a situation here. Our friend is gone crazy. And they turn back to Marvin, and he's sniffling. He said, you don't understand. I gave the chaos something that I shouldn't have. Knowledge. Horrible knowledge. I did this. We should never have come back to this place.
This is
Knowledge, give the chaos. What happened?
He looks up
I
at
feel
you.
like this is a story.
Yeah, he looks up at you and he says, they don't understand. And he points to his companions. I lost my memory a few months ago to this place, Mkeshi. And I didn't know why. I lost everything. Most people would only lose a few hours, but I lost everything. I didn't even know who I was, and I thought that coming back here, we'd be able to find something out about what happened to me. But it was so much worse than I could have ever imagined. I gave the darkness too much. When you dabble in arcane mysteries, sometimes you... Well, let's just say that I was so focused on whether or not I could, I didn't stop to ask whether or not I should.
he gave them dinosaur DNA.
Just for you, Seth.
Thank you.
Audrin stops and thinks for a second and he's like, well, can you take it back? The information, the things that you gave, the darkness and the chaos, can you take them back?
He shakes his head. I would if I could, but it's too powerful now. I awakened something in there.
Well, then you can either choose to... Well, no, not even... No, it would be either this or that. It would be... Okay, yeah. So I think Audrin says, well, if you can't do anything about that, then it's time to move forward and figure out what you can do.
And what would that be, young man? What does an old wizard like mine, with only mistakes behind me, ever hope to do now?
Well, you lost your old memories. It's not too late to create new ones. You sound like you've learned... Oh, what was the thing that he said that he I just completely lost my train of thought. Gosh darn it. Basically, Audrin says, it seems like you see where you went wrong. So don't do that. And
You don't understand. It's too late. No good that I could do in this world will ever make up for the evil I caused.
Well, stop trying to make up for it then. Just do different good.
Make a persuasion check. It's a pretty good argument.
I mean,
right? Like, yeah,
if
if you try to do something complete, like to reverse what you did, you're never going to be able to. But if you just choose a different path entirely, yeah.
Well, and I mean, like, this is literally Audrin's whole thing, right? Like, he's
Yeah,
chaotic good. This is the thing that Audrin has been learning.
Sure.
Like, he tried to do good with the neighborhood watch, and that completely backfired. It didn't go well.
Instead of
Now
beating your
he's-
head against the same wall, go to a different place and try something new.
Go to a different
Yeah.
wall and bang your head against that.
Try banging your fist against the wall instead. In fact, try banging your fist against the floor. See if that does anything, you know.
Figure out all the structural weaknesses of the metaphysical cage that you're in.
But with like the Audrin being related to, or like having been through it, would that be? No, I guess it wouldn't be advantage.
I don't think it would be
like, 'cause
advantage.
it's
I
not
mean,
new.
yeah. Like this is what made the role possible, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just.
You know what? Before you roll, I'll do this. I'll do this much. Ronan, so that he looks like a elf paladin of some sort.
You said before you roll, and it didn't. Like, I had already clicked before you said that.
That's right. We'll disregard it. I was planning on doing that even if you had clicked already. I think Ronan, the elf, speaks up and he says, "You should listen to him, Marvin. That's what I had to do. The life that I led before, well, there's nothing there for me now. I had to remake myself. And yeah, it was hard, but it was worth it. You can choose a new path." So he'll give you advantage on this.
Okay. So do you want me to use the roll that I just did, or
No,
do
a new one.
Okay.
With advantage.
Persuade away. Oh,
24. Very nice.
that was a 19.
Yeah. So he nods slowly, Marvin does. He stands up. I suppose you're right. And he looks to you, Audrin. He says, I need to tell someone what I gave them. Gave it, whatever it was. Maybe the Green Gate Society? Someone needs to know.
Someone who knows about chaos.
Yeah, he's like looking to you, Audrin, like, do you happen to know? Like, I don't know where to go.
It's like, yeah, I think Audrin goes, I think I know the perfect person.
Cool. So he nods, and then Gethris, probably the tiefling fencer dude, he kind of like swings his, like, twirls his sword around. And he's like, so you mentioned that there were people that you needed gotten rid of? I've been locked in a cage for 3 days now, I guess, so I'm itching to try out my weapon again.
Yeah, I think Audrin goes, it would be right this way, sir. Anybody else? Any other takers?
Yeah, and Poppy's like folding her arms in front of her chest right now. She's like begrudgingly kind of like nods and says, well,
oh my gosh!
What?
Guys, we have Peter Pan and Tinkerbell!
That's true. It's true. There you go. Poppy's the Tinkerbell.
I mean, I wish I could say Poppy's not Tinkerbell, but she's definitely
Kinda is
Tinkerbell.
Yeah, Tinkerbell with a bow. So she folds her arms in front of her chest, and she's like, kind of looking at you begrudgingly, and she says, well, I suppose you did help Marvin. Fine. And then flits off towards the direction you said. So I think at this point, what we should do is, I don't know if I want to run a combat with like all of the people, because you're just going to clobber stomp these dudes. Let's just say that like we hard cut to you guys already having like run off them into the jungle. I think it's fun.
We don't want to run them off.
I know you want to
at least
capture
keep one.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. You can capture one of them if you would like. But I don't feel the need to run the combat because it seems like it's pretty one-sided at this point.
Here's the question. Do we want to keep the smart one who knows more, or the dumb one who's going to talk?
Sure.
Legitimate question.
The barbarian will probably
That's a
be
good
the
question.
hardest to keep.
Huh?
The barbarian will probably be the hardest to keep contained.
Keep
too.
wrapped up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like the pirate maybe because he'd probably be the sleaziest, right? He'd just be like, I'm just saving my own skin, right? Like,
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. That's probably a good call.
Cool.
Can I like assuming that like I'm raging and like grapple him?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, I think we literally
This
just
sounds like the beginning of a joke. A pirate, a bard, and a barbarian walk out of a jungle.
We'll walk out of a jungle, yeah. I think we literally hard cut to the other two running off into the jungle with their tails between their legs. The whole party of all, 8 of you now, like folding your arms and like, yeah, we ran them off. And then, Takui has the swashbuckler grappled and pins him to the ground.
I'm probably in my ape wild shape just to play up that we were in combat.
Mhm.
Yeah, and Takeaway's like, wish you would have attacked us now.
Well, I didn't realize you're gonna have friends.
We told you we were looking for people.
He just grunts.
All right, who was your employer? And she has like her hand down like on his like neck, like pushing him down.
Let's have you make an intimidation check. Takui.
Can it be with advantage?
With advantage, yeah.
Okay. 21.
Fine. His name was Sergio Braga.
I was gonna bring up his name and then I decided not to. I was gonna ask the bard. Ugh.
So he says, I don't know if he works for someone else or not, but he's a wizard of some sort.
Can I come over to him and be like, I've already had my business with Sergio Braga. What's he trying to get to? Like
he gave us your descriptions. He told us not to harm you, and looks up at you, Anna. But that the rest of them were fair game. He thinks you stole something from him. Looks at you, Takui.
Oops.
Stole something? You mean the what was it that we even collected for the adamant?
Collection of magic items.
The set of the like animal set thing.
Figurines of wondrous power.
There we go.
Right. Yeah.
I'm confused. What?
Sergio Braga, remember we stole those figurines and you killed the
demon lady.
The lady, the flying succubus lady. They're running away. It was that heist.
Nope.
Yeah.
Like we stole stuff from the ship. Could I roll an Arcana check to see if I can?
That one. Yeah. Okay. That was way back. You said flying succubus lady, and my mind went to the other succubus lady.
Yeah. What?
Sergio Braga is from the
verdict. I don't know. Verdict. I think Anna knows that, but the rest of you don't necessarily know that.
Well, no, I would have though because they said it was the verdict.
Well, yeah. Now you would know. You'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, he's probably working for the verdict. But
got it.
Did we know it was a set of animal stuff? Do we know that, or did only some of us know that?
That's a good question. I don't remember. Maybe. Did you ask questions about that, Takui?
About what?
I mean, you guys found out somehow, so I'm like wondering if it got mentioned.
Were?
Yeah.
Well, I think they told us what the item was.
Okay.
Did they? What was it then? Because I was about to ask if Deli could make some sort of Arcana check to figure out why this is such a big deal.
Well, no, it was a set of figurines of wondrous power, right? It was all
they're just like super rare, super expensive
animal figurines that like summon magical things.
Yeah,
fight for you.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so also, like he hates the Adamant League anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not that they were like significant; it's just that they're really powerful.
I mean, yeah, they were powerful, and it was the Adamant League specifically that crossed them. So,
right, they don't like each other.
Nope. They get on each other's turf a lot. The Adamant League is like, we want to use knowledge to benefit mankind. And the verdict is like, we want to use knowledge to benefit us.
Like, I just want to, look, I had my Sergio Braga page open in my notes to be like, I wonder if it's that guy. What's his name?
Very nice.
I should have said it.
So
I'll give you the brownie points for being smart, even though you didn't.
I
Smart but not bold.
I feel like the verdict is basically like the same organization, like set up as the one that John Wick is in. Have any of you seen John Wick?
I know
Yeah.
nothing about John Wick.
Okay.
What?
Mhm.
It's good.
So two of you, so you guys understand what I'm saying? Like, it's the verdict is the organization John Wick is in.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just don't know what we do with this guy. I feel like Takewoo would just be like, well, you take your money and you run, and I never want to see you in Calabar ever again.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, kick
You know,
him,
kind of a thing.
runs off.
Basically, just
Yeah.
like leave
I'm
with
like-
your life. Don't go back to Sergio and just like leave us alone.
I feel like if he,
Now and
if we're-
never come back.
like, it's best for him to never show up in Calabar either, because if he doesn't show up with
Right,
us
like,
to
we're
Sergio,
gonna-
like,
yeah,
it's going to
I'm
be
like,
bad for him.
Take your money and go, basically.
What about the other guys?
Until your feet bleed,
Mhm.
and then keep walking.
What about the other guys, though?
I mean, they're already gone.
They ran into the jungle.
I
They'll
know,
probably
but,
meet
like,
up and
We don't know where they're going.
you've at least convinced this guy, and he seemed like the leader. So even if they do meet up again, like they're just gonna run. So I think you've succeeded. You're pretty confident that you have.
Works for me.
Yeah,
Cool.
and I mean, we'll just get the police their description if they ever show up in Calabar. We'll
Mhm.
just be like, arrest them.
Cool. So the
Bless
only
you.
other thing really is whether or not you want to try to destroy this place. I know that was like on the minds of some people.
Deli would say like, look, guys, this isn't like a god. This is like a demon. Like, this is not a good place to exist. So I think Deli would be completely up for just destroying it.
We can like move the pillars and destroy like that sect.
Yeah,
It's
I
like-
would say, like, normally I would not be up for destroying something like old and seemingly sacred, but I've experienced it, and it's definitely not sacred and very bad and shouldn't be there.
Not sacred, it's actually sacrilege.
Yeah.
It's literally demonic.
Oh.
Yep. Cool. Yeah. So what's the
Del-
plan to try to do that then?
Well, I mean, we know that destroying some of the pillars helped before by reducing its area.
But if
so
we
just,
touch the pillars, are we going to be affected? That's the question.
just shoot them from the outside.
Yeah. The thing is, you're gonna have some pretty powerful stuff to do that with, like just doing like produce flame or
Oh, I
Like-
mean, I have shatter. I mean,
shatter would
Shatter
probably
breaks
help.
rock.
Yeah.
I don't have a spell slots left. Is the one thing. Actually, let me see.
Like if we just like combined our power and like do shatter, produce
with
flame.
combined power, I can only cast shatter.
Your powers combined.
I can only cast shatter twice.
Okay. That would probably do some damage though on the pillars.
Yeah, you
Okay.
could get a couple of them.
Okay,
Anyone else have any
and what
Are the other characters going to help us at all? Like, what do they have?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, Marvin is definitely like, oh yes, we should destroy this place.
This would be a first level, a second level and a third level casting of shatter.
Cool. Yeah.
Do you want me to do you want me to roll for damage or just?
No, I think you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'd say about like a third to a half of the structure is destroyed now.
Is that with their help or
Well,
just
it's like
from the shatter?
Poppy
Well,
doesn't
just from the
have
shatter. Yeah.
anything.
Okay.
The only thing Poppy might have is Hunter's Mark. That's like might
Yeah,
be
I
the
don't think
only
that'd help
thing
here.
that wouldn't- Yeah, exactly.
Let's check and see what Marvin has.
Where is Marvin?
All the way
In
down at the
side
bottom.
stories.
Oh, yep, there he
Folder.
is. Marvin.
Oh yeah, he has catapult and earth tremor.
He's got some fun stuff.
Yeah, you know what? For poetic justice, I think he probably casts earth tremor because that was what he used to reveal the other shrine thing that you found. Right? So I think, yeah, we'll have him like do little earth tremor stuff and topple some of the pillars.
I remember so little about this side story.
So I don't think it's completely destroyed now, and you can still feel. I mean, Deli can still detect magic on it. With her stuff. So you'll need something else to really destroy it. You can leave it like this, and it's like weakened certainly, but it might not be enough.
What about magic missile?
No, it has to be like more structural stuff.
Okay, well, no wand of magic missile then.
Yeah, I don't think.
So does Marvin use like all 4 of his Earth Tremors? Like, just Earth Tremor 4 times?
I suppose you could, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the spell isn't, like, super powerful, so even, like, just 4 of them isn't, like, gonna completely destroy it or anything, but...
Could I use my Eldritch Claw tattoo to, like, stretch out my arm and, like, smack it with my warhammer?
I don't think that's gonna do a whole lot, yeah, and you'll probably risk having to make a save.
Oh, would Chromatic Orb be better?
Ooh, yeah, you can choose Thunder as the damage type.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah,
I think
no,
he'd
that's
probably
great.
he'd probably do Chromatic Orb instead.
Yeah,
do
that makes
that 4
sense.
times.
Just hurl orbs of thunder at this thing. Yeah, I think that does it. I think it's enough.
Oh, actually, that's
Sweet.
true. Wait, first level spells. No, I don't. Nothing worthwhile. Oh, Thunderwave, but I have to be closer.
Yeah, so we see Marvin like hurling orbs and stuff, and he's like, "There, that did it." And he turns back to you, Audra, and he says, "All right, moving on."
Moving right along. Sorry.
Moving on up.
So, yeah, I guess we'd say, should we be getting back to the Adamant League then?
Yes, let's do that.
Jump cut!
Yeah, I think we can. We can probably just jump cut. Random encounters aren't interesting on the way back anyway, so.
Especially not when you have a party that's this big.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think we hear that Marvin is like telling everything he knows to the Adamant League. I think we'll say that I'll just give the information to you guys as a party too. He tells you on the way back, sort of a thing. Basically, what happened.
Sorry. So after that was destroyed, it's funny because Marvin and Deli would have been the ones to like destroy it basically, and then Audrey would have gone up to Marvin and say, "Marvin, meet Deli. I think you'll find her very."
Oh, that's
intriguing.
right. Because I heard him say that he did a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
I just did a bad thing.
I still think we can probably hard cut to get back to Calabar, but just for your information, for the whole party's information, and Deli specifically, honestly, this is probably good for Takeaway to know too, for Order of the Bitter Curtain stuff. Basically, he reveals that the first time he went to Mkeshi, he was seeking after like dark arcane power. He had found some sort of ritual to basically use Mkeshi to unlock horrible dark magic to make himself ultra powerful. He's an old wizard, right? He's been doing this for his entire life. He was like almost a level 20 wizard by the time he went and did this. Lost all of his memories because the darkness just like laughed in his face, stole all of his power, stole the knowledge of the ritual. And that's the thing he reveals to you that he thinks is the most concerning, is basically he gave whatever chaos is in that place the power to free itself. Right? Like the ritual it knows the ritual to free itself. And so he knows that destroying that place was good and trapped it for now, but that place still exists. And it has dark knowledge that he gave it.
That why they're trying to build a wake portal? If I say that, would he trigger anything in Marvin?
He frowns and he says, "I'm familiar with wake portals, and they are usually attuned to specific planes of existence, and one of them could be this one, but I don't think the significance isn't directly connected per se. You can make wake portals without dark magic. They're a neutral tool."
So just wondering if that's what they're trying to do, create a wake portal to unleash chaos.
Doesn't seem so. Yeah, because wake portals are things you attach to ships.
Right.
Right. So, and in terms of cosmological stuff, there's something I was gonna say and then just disappeared from my brain. Let's see, dark ritual, gave it knowledge.
Wake portals,
Shadow Pearl stuff. Now, there's some piece of it that I was going to emphasize. No, I can't remember. Well, I guess, Deli, you went there to find out more about the Shadow Pearl stuff, right? And you did to some extent, right? You found out more about Aquensu, who was connected to this and whatnot.
Sounds like the Shadow Pearls are the things that he was making and giving to people and causing all this stuff to happen.
So this is the thing that gets emphasized. When it probably would be you, Takewee, when you relay this information to the Order of the Bitter Curtain and like describe the plane and stuff based on Deli's descriptions and whatnot. They can tell you specifically what plane it is, or maybe generalities about like the sort of layers it could be. Let me double check real quick and see if I want to reveal that fully or not. They'd be able to tell you more at least. Let's see. Yes. I think. What is this plane called? Okay.
Caleb, did a full day pass getting back to Calabar? Are we on the next day?
Yeah,
now?
basically you'd be on the next day.
Okay. Just want to keep track of it.
Here we go. Okay. So it is a layer of the abyss called the Gaping Maw. Is the layer that probably like Deli could find this out from the collectors, and Takewee could find this out from the Order of the Bitter Curtain. So the thing about the cosmology of the setting right now, right, is it's in flux. Ever since the Devourers left, there's been a lot of open spaces, a lot of like shifting of power, and people. Yeah, lots of chaos. And so they don't. It's not like in typical D&D cosmologies where like if you find the name of the plane, there's a whole like books on information about this whole thing. There probably are, but they're outdated, right? They're hopelessly outdated because things have changed so drastically in the last 150 years that no one really knows. And the spiritual realm has been locked away from history for quite some time now. That when things opened up, they can find out true names of planes and tidbits of knowledge and stuff, but it's hard to know for sure exactly what's going on there. The couple things you can probably know is it's a chaotic evil plane, right? That's like its alignment. And it's a dark, foggy jungle most of the place. Like that's the general. There are oceans in this plane as well. But it's basically a series, like an archipelago. All planes are basically infinite, but it's a. I guess the way planes work in this, it's a mirror image of our world, but it's like a dark, primal, chaotic jungle. Everywhere there's land, and then there's ocean and stuff.
Got it.
Think demon infested, like prehistoric world, right? Where like everything is hot, everything is jungly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, as to the specific denizens of the place, you don't know. If there's a guy who's in charge of it, you don't know. But you know the name. It's the Gaping Maw. And it's a layer of the abyss specifically. So,
and not all demons live here, I'm assuming, or
so yeah. Again, things are very in flux. In typical D&D terms, the abyss is where demons go, as where demons are, right? So the chaotic evil type of fiends. Whether or not that is strictly true about the Gaping Maw, you don't know. So,
okay. Sounds good. So chaos knows how to is trying to release itself onto the material plane.
Yeah. And it got some sort of dark ritual from Marvin. Whether or not it will be able to use that effectively now that the Aquensu portal is destroyed, because that's what it was. Remember, that was a portal originally. Still to be seen whether or not I can find some other way to use that knowledge, but
I'm sure it can. But...
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I would relay that all back to Deacon.
Yep.
I would probably tell that to. Why do I always forget his name? Alan Dale.
Alan Dale.
I tell everything to Father Val.
Of course, yeah. Deli, Alan's very happy that you're now serving Madoc.
Yeah, I would have talked to him about
Yeah.
how I would tell him how I like actually met
Talk to
him.
him,
Like
yeah.
it wasn't.
Yeah, he's like, oh man, yeah, isn't he a swell guy?
Yeah, he was. It was weird, but yeah, he was.
He's just so down to earth.
Mhm. Is he at all like?
Is he at all like phased by the fact that I'm 3 years older and fat now?
No, because he's very familiar with wild magic and its consequences.
He says,
By the way, do you have any way to deal with this?
I mean, he looks at you and smiles. He's like, well, you could just start surging. See what happens.
Yeah, that's how this happened to begin with.
Shrugs.
Hit the gym.
Okay.
You might, yeah, he's like, you might be able to get some sort of dispelling magic.
actually, I think I have dispel magic. I don't have spell slots right now.
That is the question. Let me look this up real quick. Can
He said it's the next day, so you would have full stuff.
Oh, right.
yeah. Spell magic wild
It's now
magic.
November 30th.
Let's see.
Could I surge a dispel magic to try and dispel a surge? I know that's a stretch, but
Sorry, say that again.
could I intentionally surge on a dispel magic to try and dispel a previous surge?
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Like to try and exorcise the surge with another surge to like pull the wild magic effect out of me.
Yes, I think that's the only way you could do this because looking at dispel magic, it's for specific spell effects. So there are certain, like if there had been an actual spell cast on you using a surge, you could dispel it with this.
I don't care about the age so much, but having a speed of 15 is going to be a problem.
Yeah, so I think basically you'll have to basically just roll an Arcana check to see if you can trick the magic like that.
Okay. I'm gonna guidance myself, but
Okay.
I'm good at this stuff.
Yikes.
Give me a second.
Yeah,
12.
a 12 is not going to cut it. So instead, you just do a wild magic surge. So let's go and roll a
Great.
d100.
52.
52. Within 100 feet of you, the area around you turns to the next season. So I guess
Well,
let's
I
say
was gonna say I was in the basement area because that's
Yeah.
usually where I.
yeah. So suddenly everything is around you just really dry. Where I mean, typically you're in the wet season in the tropics here, but everything just gets really dry.
And it's like really, it's for the next how long?
It does not have a duration. Within
You know what?
100 feet of you, the area around you turns to the next season. Okay, so forever and ever, this basement will be dry. Is the only thing you did. It's not like it follows
No,
you.
it'll always be a season ahead.
That's
It'll
true.
just
Yeah,
always be a different season.
It'll always be a different season. But you know what? That's kind of pretty much par for the course for this collector's place.
They're probably
This-
used to just
yeah,
weird
there's
things happening.
Weird things. They go into a
It's like
room
a
and it's just perpetually raining. You know?
It's like a fun house in here.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. Yes, I mean Father Valentine and Deacon. I don't know if they have any like specific comments about your adventures. But you know they note what you tell them.
And then yeah, we go back to the Advent League with Marvin and Poppy and all of them. Do Audrey and I get points for rescuing a crew / party of the league members?
You do indeed.
Yeah! On the next level,
Nice.
I get a servant!
How many points
You
does that
do?
put us at?
Yeah, I'm at 12 now.
Did you guys have the same or?
No, I mean, how many
Uh,
points did that give? Did we just get
2.
We got 2.
Yeah. And so if you're from the 11 to 20 range, you become a master. You have advantage on intelligence checks based on checks at any adamant league watch. I already had that. And you gain an unflinching loyal servant.
I am now Adamant League level 12.
Question. Would helping destroy Mkeshi count as stopping a major threat to the order and stability of the region?
Let's take a look at the different options here. Or sorry, the guy. Okay, real quick, I need to change this. The guy's name wasn't Ronan, the elf. His name is Feng Shun. I forgot there are two different.
Yeah, I was
elves
wondering if that was
involved
an
here.
error.
Sorry,
'cause,
Feng
yeah.
Shun. Yeah. Here we go. Let's see. Where's the faction stuff? Here we go.
Okay,
I uploaded the new version that has the actual tiers, right? Yes, I did. Okay, cool. Let's see. I think for you, Anna, this is more like uncover a major plot to sow chaos in the region.
Okay. That still sounds great to me. That's a +4 still.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good job.
All
Cool,
I
yeah,
got
so-
was
Takui and Audrey will have to talk at some point about your new sidekicks.
Yeah.
But the idea mainly is like these are like people who will help you in your exploration duties, right? So like people who like take a journal of your adventures and that sort of thing,
They're
right?
going to come with us on the boat.
Exactly.
They're
Yeah.
going to write of our exploits?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
Meow. Excited.
I think obviously what it has to be now is Takui gets a young man and Audrey gets a young woman and they fall in love with each other.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Yes.
Right?
yes,
Yeah. Or you know what? No, let's have it be same genders because then we like Audrey can give like manly dating advice to his like and then Takui vice versa and be like, oh yeah, totally get together. You're super cute together.
And then they're like giving advice that's like the total opposite thing.
Yeah.
Right.
I
And then
like this.
they're going to be like, what about you guys? You and Audrin. And
Yeah.
Takeway's going to be like, I don't think Audrin sees me that way. But if he did, I wouldn't mind.
And Audrey would just be like,
And then
stone-faced
she'll tell your other assistant, and then that is his Audrey's assistant will tell him. But it will be garbled by that point and come off way more strongly than Takui meant it.
No, it comes off the
Right.
opposite way, and
Or
it's
that.
like Takui is like she just hates Audrey. And she's
So
done
many
with her.
possibilities.
Friend zone.
So many possibilities.
So great.
Cool. Yeah. Is there anything else you guys wanted to accomplish as we wrap up? The only thing, right? The thing that is left to do in terms of big stuff for season 2 is magic sword people needs to be taken care of. Probably outside the
then-
scope of an hour left in this session.
yeah.
I would ask if I would be able to do some dancing stuff to actually find out who they really are now that I had them like killed that guy for them.
Mm-hmm. So what do you want to do here exactly?
Like, because I still don't really know what the Blood Sisters are.
Mhm.
We still haven't like had that, like, I've not been like initiated,
Mm-hmm.
if there's an initiation.
That's
Because
true.
if I
you know
I'm
what?
gonna level up before we leave into Rogue, I kind of need to
Yeah.
have a basis of why I would be
Okay, so
if I do that.
let me just check this real quick. So you're level 5, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So you start off with a score of 2. You're female 3. What's your charisma?
It's a 14, so +2.
Yep. So 4 altogether. You don't have the spy background.
No.
You're a monk, so 5. Are you trained in stealth?
Yes.
Okay, 6. Are you trained in deception? Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah. So 6. Complete an assigned mission. 7. Let's see. provides monthly reports to your blood mother about your doings. I assume you will plan on doing this, Anna.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
and
blood
you're kind of already doing it with Aurora right now, right? So 8, and then are you chaotic? No.
No,
And then you're good, right?
I am good.
Or wait a second, I wrote this wrong. You're lawful. Are you
I'm
lawful?
lawful.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Do I go
8
back down to 7?
minus 6 total.
Oh my
from those.
gosh.
So you're at 2.
Minus 6 because
you're lawful and good. Right? So even though you've done a bunch of stuff for them, you're currently at 2, which means that you're not. So I don't think they do, right? They can't because you're a child in the ranks. You're a junior member with no benefits, if anything.
Okay.
So you can make a roll here, Anna, to try to get them to initiate you, quote unquote, but you won't get special benefits. This will be like a boot camp initiation. They'll have to
This would be them kind of revealing what we actually do.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically all I'm wanting is because right now Anna is still
but basically
she kind of knows, but
your status in the organization will be you have a lot of tests ahead of you to prove yourself still, sort of a thing.
Okay, so what kind of role am I making?
You are making first make a performance check, right? We're starting off with some dancing. Okay,
bad.
You do not impress them with your dancing. Because your chaos and lawfulness have been split. There's some weirdness and you're just not into it.
I really think that the Law and Order SVU theme song is a great song to dance to, and it's clearly not.
Yeah.
Ugh,
and then
embarrassing.
Would you talk to them directly even after failing to dance? Like if they don't mention anything to you?
Yeah, I'm going to continue how I've been, where it's just kind of I'm this is who I am. I did my best at dancing. So I'm just going to assume all is well until I'm directly told it isn't.
Mm-hmm. And so are you going to talk to them about something specific and ask?
Yeah, I would probably go up to them and be like, so I just had a very interesting little adventure for the past 2 days where my soul was split and I'm trying to learn how to embrace the lawful and the chaos together.
Oh, wait a second. I just remembered. I have to decide something here. So I think I did actually write is chaotic in here, and I think I didn't make a mistake because I think I was originally planning on them being lawful evil, not chaotic evil. I think that probably makes sense because I don't know if they're chaotic, right? They have a very strict organization here.
Yes.
So you're actually at 4.
Whoa, what a big jump. That's double the points I had before.
I just remembered that because as much as I would like to have it be exact opposite, right? And have it be this is the chaos side of you and this is the lawful side of you. I think that's
all lawful.
It's lawful evil, right? That's what they are. They're an evil organization who has very strict whatever. They're assassins and stuff.
Okay.
So you would be at a 4, but yeah, with your performance, I think you're still on that knife's edge, right?
Yeah. So I'm just kind of explaining this, just went through a lot. I'm still trying to find my balance. But I just wanted to come talk to you all while I had a chance, because I know pretty soon me and my group are going to be on a boat. And I think we're going to be gone for a while. So I didn't want to just leave without talking to you guys again.
Yeah, so let's say that Aurora and the other gal, what's her face? I'll find it again.
Man, I just had her name. Let's see.
Saryu Mahanti.
There we go. I was like,
both of them are in the office here talking to you, and I think Saryu says, "Interesting, Anna. Would you tell us more about this boat trip?" You work for Lavinia Vanderboren, do you not? Is she planning some sort of trip?
Yes. So she has a boat, and my friend is going to be the captain of the boat. And we're going to go on the boat, and we're going to try and find Lavinia's brother, who's really evil and has done a bunch of bad things. So we're going to try and I'm not quite sure if we're trying to bring him to justice, like us doing justice, or bringing him back to the city to.
So one note that I think is Anna would know. There haven't been any explicit talks about actually going to find Vanthus specifically,
Okay.
because you guys have no information on where he is at this point.
Okay, we're just going to.
So I don't know how much you actually know about this expedition. Like where it's going. Like she talked to Audryn a bunch about it. I guess it would depend on what No, I think and she even like told Audryn not necessarily to share.
Okay, so I'd really
Stuff.
just be like,
You'd really just be
we
like
might
an
be going to
expedition
find
somewhere.
her. Yeah, we might end up trying to find her evil brother. I'm not really sure, but we're going somewhere, and I think it's going to take a while because it was called an expedition, which is usually long.
So Saryu is thinking about this, and she says, I'll tell you what, Anna. We want you to be a part of what we're doing here. We have reservations, given your previous allegiance, but we want to give you a chance. What I want you to do is I want you to go to Lavinia, find out more about this expedition, and bring us that information. If we deem that you would be a valuable asset, that it would be valuable to us to have an agent of the Blood Sisters on said expedition, then we're willing to grant you the full rank of sister today.
Okay, I'll be right back. And I run.
Sonic boom. Just, gotta go fast. So
Anime run.
yeah. That's whenever Anna runs anywhere, I am imagining she's doing an anime run. So
that is correct.
Cool. So Anna, you show up to Lavinia's manor. Let's say she's writing a letter or something. You just run in, I assume.
I would like do the whole like almost run past the door and like skid to a stop with like some smoke coming out from beneath my feet,
of course,
to like stop right before getting to the door and like kind of rap on like the door frame and be like, "Hey, Lavinia."
Hi, Anna. Are you in a hurry?
Oh, I'm fast. I
did know that.
So I realized something today. So
standing here, I realized you were just like me, trying to make history. She's like beating the crap out.
Oh yeah. Forgot that me.
So I just am kind of like, I realized something. So we kind of are just going on this boat and I don't know anything else.
Yes. I didn't mean to keep you in the dark. There was just a lot of preparations to be made.
What are we doing?
So Anna, go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Look, they're all the same.
Yeah, I figured. Make a
22.
Nice. Yeah, so she says, "Here, come look at this," and she sets the letter aside that she was writing, and then pulls out like the journal that her mother had, and starts flipping through it. And there's a lot of sketches in here, and there's sketches of like weird jungle creatures and a jungle landscape and coastlines and other things like that. And she's like, "There's an island nearby, somewhere in the Atlantic, off the coast of West Africa, a secret island. It's been hidden. We're going to have to find a way to unhide it, to reveal it, but I haven't worked that part out quite yet. I have some ideas. Either way, my parents were adventurers, and in their adventures, they found this island, and it looks like they attempted to colonize it. They attempted to plant a little settlement on one of the... well, you'll see when we get there. The settlement is called Farshore. And
For sure.
this island has untapped resources, incredible resources that could change the entire economy of this region if we can get our hands on it. We'll be rich, and more importantly, my parents' legacy won't die. I didn't even know about this place, this colony yet, but I imagine my parents didn't want me involved. It was maybe dangerous, but I wasn't even here when they died. So maybe they were planning on telling me, but just didn't have the chance. Either way, I managed to translate my mother's journal, and I have the details now that basically tell me there are people still there. They're expecting supplies, and they need them from us. So we're going to gather a bunch of supplies and go resupply Farshore and see what we can do about fulfilling my parents' legacy.
So they have resources there, like
Exotic lumbers, spices, other things like that.
okay. So we're just gonna go deliver some stuff and then just bring stuff back.
Yes, it'll be a more long-term process than that. I want to stick around for a while and get a lay of the land, figure out what we can do to build up Farshore, and, well, do what my parents set out to do. Make sure that everything is... Well, I mean, it's been almost a year since the colony was founded. I want to make sure that things are still running correctly. Another nobleman was put in charge, and she, flips through some other pages of hers. While my parents were gone, I need to remember this dude's first name. The last name she gives you is Miravanchi, but I need to...
Miravanchi.
So...
Miravanchi. Still the wrong Babel, Emily. Miravanchi.
Let's see. Miravanchi. Here we go. Manthale Miravanchi.
And
I'll spell it for you. Yeah.
See, that was spelled exactly how I was expecting it.
Lord Manthale Miravanchi has been running the colony since my parents are gone. They aren't exactly the most trustworthy family. You may have heard some rumors about them here in Calabar, but supposedly this uncle, brother of the district lord, or the house lord of the Miravanchis here in Calabar, he's supposedly the more reasonable of the family. Either way, I want to make sure that he's been doing good in my parents' absence, has been running it according to their wishes. And, well, there's that. I'm hoping you all can help me maybe do some exploration, figure out what we can do to claim some more resources, figure out better ways of making Farshore succeed while we're there. But yes, eventually we'll be... Well, the hope is to start a trade route. Us bringing back these exotic resources back to Calabar, where we can distribute them there. There will be a
Good
couple of
question.
hurdles before we get to that point, but I'm hoping that's where you guys come in.
I'm assuming Lavinia is not actually coming with us.
She is, yeah.
Oh, she is. Okay.
Yep.
That's
Oh, yeah,
what she
she
was
is.
implying, but I wasn't sure she was.
Yeah, so she's taking her father's ship, the Blue Nixie, and the one that you secured for her at the beginning of the campaign. And then Audrin's new ship, the Sea Wyvern, is going to be your second ship. But yeah, so you just say, okay, thanks, bye.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, okay. Well, now I know what we're doing. That's cool. Thanks for telling me.
Yeah, I should be ready to go in a few more days here. But I don't want to. If you still have business to attend to, I'll let you finish that up first.
I don't know. I don't think I personally have business, but I think we might have to. We're trying to end a sword war.
A what? Aren't most
So,
wars
like,
sword wars?
no, most wars are people wars.
Some wars are thumb wars.
Wait, are you saying the swords
Yeah,
are the
most
ones
wars
fighting each
are
other?
well, the swords are enchanting, charming the people and getting them to fight each other, but for the purpose of the sword families. I'm not totally sure on the
I'll
details.
let you handle that
It's
one.
kind of confusing. I'm kind of letting Audryn's taking the lead on it, and I think that's great for him. And
Well, I'm
I'm
sure
just
you'll be
gonna
in good
be
hands then.
there. Yeah, if he tells me to go sneak around or attack something, I'm just gonna do it.
And it's like chaos, not about it.
So I just, so I think that's the only thing that we have to do is just stop a war.
So you'll be ready
probably a
by
few
tea
days will
time
be
then,
enough
right?
time.
Yes.
Yeah, so, probably a few days will work for that, from my understanding.
Very good. Well, I'll see you in a few days then.
Don't say tea time.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Lavinia. And I like walk past the threshold of like the door frame, and then I zoom out.
Anime run again. Yeah. Amazing. Very good.
And
very
I
good.
like want to like show up panting to the Blood Sisters and be like, okay, it's called for sure. It has stuff. We're gonna take stuff and take stuff back, and we're gonna be rich, I think.
Yeah, and after they get the full story out of you, they are nodding to each other, and Saryu Mahanti says, "All right, Anna, I think we've decided. This seems like something that the Blood Sisters want to take an interest in. I just want to make clear that we will be in touch with you via message and sending spells, and we're hoping that you'll give us.
And if we're lucky, courier pigeon.
Yeah, exactly. We'll you guys if you give us reports as to what's happening, we'll give you any directives that we have for you while you're there."
Okay, that sounds good. As long as you know that I can't do anything like that. So, I'll try really hard to just only use the amount of words that I'm allowed to use because I can't send you any extra.
Sounds good.
Okay, is there some sort of like handshake or something that we have now?
It's actually a break dance.
Well, Saryu stands up and stands before you and then says, "Well, of course, we have to initiate you by the recitation of the sacred oaths of the sisters." Yeah, she leads
Okay,
you
this
through.
is the point where Anna like gets slightly nervous because sacred oaths. Oh, it's not going to be sacred because it's not about trying to murder me.
Yeah.
Okay. Like it's now actually getting real, and I'm like, I don't know about this.
This is like the homeschooler getting invited into a gang.
A little scary.
A little bit, yeah.
That's not true.
Like I'll kill the guy, but then like swearing my life to something is kind of a little nervous.
Yeah, and basically, I don't have the ability to randomly come up with like the actual sacred oaths off the top of my head, but it's basically along the lines of follow your blood mother's will, do what is always do what is best for the sisterhood, and seek to seek to shape the world to our ends.
So we wanted to be a square?
No.
Okay. I just am kind of like, okay, sorry, I agree, yes. Who's my blood mother? Is it the one person in charge of all the sisters who's the mother? Or is it like each couple sisters has a different mother?
That is a good point. So the blood mother in here is the highest rank.
Okay, so it's just one blood mother.
No, I think there are several.
Okay.
So let's see. You're a sister to your blood mother. I'm trying to think. if Saryu is the blood mother for this region, which probably makes sense. So yeah, let's just say that Saryu Mahanti is the Gallier you're supposed to report to. So Aurora, I think, is probably an elder sister. Or an agent, one of those. But yeah, so you are a sister. You are considered a full member of the Blood Sisters. With the recitation of the Sacred Oath of the Sisters, you must be given safe harbor at any Blood Sister safe house or enclave. In a settlement with a Blood Sister enclave, you have advantage on checks to dredge up information.
Do they tell me how to figure out where stuff is, like, or do I have to figure out where the safe houses are myself?
I think they would tell you. It's not like they give you like a giant list of all of them or anything.
Do they give me a map with everything exactly written down?
They'll tell you any relevant ones, right? Like that are nearby. Like there's one in Calabar, obviously, which is the Aurora, Dance Academy, the Telventa Dance Academy. And there are some others along the coast of Africa. There aren't any. I mean, given the like general region that Lavinia probably pointed out to you where the island is, there's not one there.
Okay.
But yeah.
Like you find out by playing a game of Paizo, something like that.
Yeah, well, it's the recitation of the Sacred Oath of the Blood Sisters, right? That's how you get entrance. Cool. Yep. Anna's now a Blood Sister. Which is fun. I like that Anna like literally has the penalty for being good still on there, but managed to get up to 4. So it's a lot of fun.
Which are you gonna let me look at that, or is it gonna be secret?
Oh, did I? Yeah, sorry.
It's not on
I forgot
there.
that it's not shared automatically. I'll share it with you. I think it makes sense that it wasn't shared up to now, but
yeah.
So there is the Blood Sister faction thing. As a reminder, the Blood Sister symbol is this like blood crying eye. So that's fun. Yeah, so I think all of the
so if I try to establish a safe house in Far Shore, I can get a +1.
That can be a thing that you attempt to do. Yep.
So good.
And if you become a blood mother yourself, you will receive a permanent honor guard of 4 8th level monks who serve you to the death.
Wait, I think that don't I get that thing, too? So I can have 8 8th level monks who serve me to the death.
Yeah, I mean they can't serve you at the same time, or else they'll probably attack each other. But
well, they all would serve me, so I would tell them to not.
I mean, if you had enough influence, if you managed to make that work somehow, yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah,
a girl can dream.
Yeah, so there are 3 factions that people haven't joined yet, and then 1 faction that has yet to be revealed in the game. So. Cool.
I don't know as of yet if I'm going to join another faction. We'll see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there will be opportunities.
The last faction is the fraction faction. They like to cause division.
Oh boy.
Well, I think I was going to ask. Oh, sorry.
I was just going to say I only join the factions that Dragonborn Jesus tells me to,
or Father Valentine through
Dragonborn Jesus through
Father Valentine. Yeah,
that's what's implied. That everything that Father Valentine tells me is from Dragonborn Jesus, right?
Obviously.
So did Alan Dale have anything to say about the chaos plane that I entered?
I mean, not a whole lot more. Like he was the one who told you that is the Gaping Maw, right? Like,
but he wasn't at all interested by the fact that I was there.
He was interested, but like I'm not sure what else he would say, right? He would ask you a bunch of questions, write down all the answers, and then not have anything to say himself, right?
Like usual.
Yeah, exactly. He's not going to tell you a bunch of stuff. He's just going to ask you to get
another question. So could I like conceivably try to dispel this wild magic effect more than once?
Let's say once a day.
Okay, that I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Once a day, I'm fine with.
Yeah.
I just need to get rid of this extra weight.
What about the madness?
Madness is still there, and it hasn't really come into play as much because there hasn't been as many shady people that we haven't just gotten rid of already.
It's true. Yeah, Deli has been fulfilling that very nicely by killing any shady people that you find. So yeah. Cool. Yeah. Is there anything else? I guess, I mean, one thing that we might be able to do is just have Audryn like get in touch with Juno to figure out like, okay, what's the next step, and then set up whatever preparations you're going to do before the big thing, with the swords.
Right. Well, I mean, we have to get all of the swords.
Right. Yeah, you have to get all the swords. So what's your plan to get them? Right. So Juno comes back, gives you as much information as he had. I don't know. Was there anything more specific that you were telling him to find at this point? What was he on the mission to find like the right place to corner them or something?
Well, I figured that we were going to attempt to get each sword one sword at a time.
I don't know if we have the time to go into that detail.
Well, that's why I thought it would be like something we're doing in the background, like one at a time over the course of the campaign. I didn't realize we were gonna like just try to sum it all up, kind of thing. But
I mean, so this is the issue, right? If you leave without taking care of the swords, it will be probably months before you get back to Calabar, right? So by that point, it's too late, right? Their plans are already in motion. Someone probably has won. Calabar is in control of a new thieves guild.
Okay, so then the plan would probably be to have everybody, like, contact everybody that has the swords and have some sort of ploy to make them all think that the secret base of the other people is up where the rust monster is.
I don't know if that's going to be plausible. It's like it's a bit of a distance to that. Like they're all very obviously based in Calabar, right? The Dungeon of Rest Fire is all the way over here.
Right.
I thought Juno was going to do some more research into that while we were gone.
He was. I don't know. What do you want to know is my question, really. Just on because I don't know how much more you could find about the dungeon.
Well, no, I don't think
you have a layout and stuff of that, at the very least.
Right.
Audrey already did that research.
Right. We just don't know, like, specifically if the rust monster is actually there. We just have a guess that it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess we don't have a plan to actually get the swords there.
Mm-hmm. So the two options that I see. Well, yeah. So there's a couple steps here. You need to find a way to get all the swords in one place, and then you need to find a way to destroy them. Right? Destroying them. The two things that come to mind is either bring them to this rust monster that's supposedly at the Dungeon of Rust and Fire somehow.
Or Deli eats them.
That third went over poorly last time.
Yeah, third option could be not destroy them, but like entomb them forever in something, right? Like find some way to like, toss them all down a large pit or entomb them in cement forever or something, right? Like that sort of thing might be a possibility. And
or send them to a different plane.
Honestly, if Takui wants to use the gate thing on her candle, and then just like you guys push all the people into the gate into whatever dimension she opens, that's.
Well, I mean, is it possible that we can just get like, how much would a spell scroll to do that be?
Probably a lot. It's a 9th level spell.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Sending him to all of the rust monsters sounds a little bit more plausible than opening up a gate spell and then pushing them in.
Yeah.
I could meld into stone. Wait, no, I can't. I can only go so far in. Yeah, so I could potentially meld into stone.
Of 9th level is 125,000 gold.
Oh yeah, let's just go buy that then.
Yeah, no problem, guys. I got all the gold in the world. Oh, by the way, was there any gold left at Unkeshi now that like the space is like cleared? No, okay, cool. Just wanted to check.
I could potentially use meld into stone. The problem is I have to be touching the items, but I could meld into stone, walk into the stone with the swords, and then just walk out without the sword. And
That is a fun idea.
it's embedded in the stone. I just have to touch the swords. Every single one of them.
Yeah. So Deli will have to.
Deli's used to madness.
It's true. Yeah, Deli will have to consistently make saves against their ego score to try to like.
I don't have a very
Resist.
good charisma score.
Yeah.
Like, can I cast it on someone else? No. Wait. It says range touch, not range self, but it speaks like it's yourself.
Meld into stone is what the spell is called.
Yeah, and it's range touch. I figured it would say range self.
So
if
it's
you could
a
only
stone
cast yourself.
object you can touch is the idea, right?
Yeah.
So you can't
step
meld
into a
into stone.
object.
Yeah.
You step into a stone object or surface large enough to fully contain your body, melding yourself and all equipment you can carry within the stone for the duration. Can I move through it more? I don't. Maybe it's not that I can move through it even more.
I don't like the idea of like Deli
Okay.
having to touch them. Though.
The spell lasts for 8 hours, so that I mean, that's a
I could
pretty good
potentially
idea.
go in, bring one, go in, bring one, go in, bring one.
Yeah.
But it would. I don't know if it. I don't know how well it would work, and it doesn't sound like I get it more than surface deep.
I mean, as long as
It's still.
you put it in some random wall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or like some
But-
dark basement somewhere.
The other issue is still getting all the swords, though.
Yes.
Yeah. The other option we had, and we talked about before, is just collecting all of the swords in the bag of holding, bring the bag of holding to the rust monster, turn it inside out. Tell the soup monster.
Soup's up.
That was not the soup monster, the rust monster. Soup's up, not the soup monster. Rust's up.
Oh boy. Yeah. So
Well,
then
we would-
the issue would be how to get all the swords in one place and claim all the swords.
Yeah.
That's still the first step that really
Hey.
needs to happen.
4 versus 1.
Right.
I like
but,
our
so this
odds.
is the thing. We can't take
I know.
3
I know.
sessions to one by one get each of these swords.
Yeah.
Right. That's just too much.
Exactly.
We
you
know how
just
many
give it-
swords there are, right?
Yeah. I think I said there was like 8 or 9.
Yeah, I think you said 8.
There's one less than there was at the beginning.
Right. So I
So
think
there
there
would be
were
7
9, and I
now.
think there are 8.
Oh, we're 9. Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Okay. So if there's 8 left, then
Yeah, your best bet is to get them all into one place. I mean, this is the thing, right? If you can get them all into one place, they're going to attack each other because they hate each other, right? So at the
Right.
very least, there'll be chaos enough that you might be able to just like pick the swords one by one as they drop and then put them in a bag of holding, right?
What we do, get them all in one place, attack the people, let them kill each other off. And then when there's like just a few left or just one size left, then we swarm them, kill the last few people, and then
Yeah,
from
the
there.
trick will be getting them into a place where you can then seal off the
Oh.
exits so they can't escape, right?
I know. Free pizza. Everyone's gonna want it.
Of course.
Say, hey, free pizza for people that have talking swords. It's a fail. It's how can it fail? Guaranteed to work, guys.
I have an
Pizza
idea
always works.
where we can have them go.
Is it the same place Caleb told us to go last week?
No, it's a place that we have been before, though.
Oh,
I don't
Caleb,
know what
can
you're
you pull
talking
up the
about.
Can you pull up the Calabar map?
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say we could have made them all go to Nkeshi. But it's gone now.
I'm thinking somewhere right around here.
Oh, Parrot Island.
Oh, right.
Why is it?
We're
You
just gonna
muted.
trap them
Yeah.
underground.
No, we have them all go underground, and that's where they duke it out, and then like,
You swoop in after they're all dead.
yeah.
That's one idea.
I honestly though, like, here's my problem. I don't like the idea of, hey, let's just have these people kill each other. Like,
Yeah, because in theory, these are all people who have been like mind controlled by the swords and are maybe. I mean, they're not necessarily all innocent, but
No, what we do is we stand at the entrance to the say like, "Hey, yeah, just go in right here. Sorry, we're gonna have to check your sword. You just leave it with
check
us."
your sword at the door. Exclusive nightclub. No arms allowed.
We've had this discussion, right? That like, yes, we don't like the idea of these people killing each other, but at the same time, the swords are just going to keep corrupting more people. So it's like sacrificing a few for the greater good, kind of a thing.
Wait, what kind of magic is on them? These people? It's a charm. Could I dispel magic?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Because it's not as simple as that. It's not like they're casting charm person, but their personality is like overwhelming them.
Okay. They're politicians.
I'm
Basically, you have
wondering.
to get them to like unattune from the sword, right?
I mean, like, Audrey can sleight of hand a lot of the swords off of these people.
But then you have to touch them.
No, I can sleight of hand with mage hand.
Have we determined you? But did you have to make a save last time you did that?
No. The issue though is if they're holding the swords, like that's too much weight for Audrin to take.
Like to wrestle it out.
Yeah, exactly.
What we do is we have one person who's there, and they sneak up behind and go boo, and then they'll go drop the sword. Then he made you.
And just do that 8 times. Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep coming up with increasingly ridiculous ideas until one of them works.
And the other thing is, like, I don't necessarily know where. I mean, we could just like take it to Parrot Island, and even if we said let's just have them duke it out, sacrifice them all, and then we have, we go collect the swords. And then like find a way to dispose of them. We still have to figure out how to get in. Like, we still have to get in touch with everybody and figure out how to get them all to this place. Which, I mean, I guess we could use Parrot Island.
What's the name of the one we killed?
The sword?
Yeah.
Saberhawk.
We could just say, hey, they haven't seen Saberhawk in a while.
Yeah.
Saberhawk we just set out a rumor that Saberhawk is starting he's starting their head base there, and they all need to come because some are going to come to join him, some are going to come to stop him, and to make sure they really come, we say Saberhawk is giving out free pizza. Get them the double cup.
It's not a bad idea to use Saberhawk as the bait, though.
Yeah.
Right, like saying, because they haven't seen Saberhawk in a while, it's probably just like we know, like, this is where Saberhawk is, right? Like, someone stole him away and locked him here or whatever, right? And so, yeah, the Cabanites are going to want him back, and the Oakwans are going to want to destroy him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, he's been weakened. He needs help. And he has pizza.
Juno has enough connections at this point. He's been like playing and getting contacts and stuff that he could probably make that happen for you guys. Okay.
Then we would just have to like let the war happen and then take the sword away from.
I'm assuming we could, if that's the plan, right? They're probably not all going to come at once, right? Like maybe a group of them will come together, but like I don't know.
That's true.
Are we then just going to take them out one by one? Like we can just like knock them unconscious kind of a thing and take away their swords and then just wait for everybody to come at different times.
The thing is, you could set up a situation where it's so tempting that all of them have to come, right? Like something like, Saberhawk is here. He is, weakened. He needs help. For the Cabanites, it's like, the Oakwans found out about where he is. You have to go stop them and intercept them and save Saberhawk. For the Oquans, it's like, oh, the Covenants are on the way to get Saberhawk, but you can get in before them. And if they show up, you guys can defeat them. Like, you set it up in such a way that it's like all of them are going to show up because they expect force, right?
Right.
That's probably the way you could do it.
Fair. And make like some kind of like, more of a crunch time, like, kind of thing.
Right, exactly. Like, you need all the help you can get to figure this out, sort of thing.
Is there some sort of like way that we can trap them, like stop, like freeze them? Like they all get to this location, right? And then they're just like frozen still, so we can just take the sword.
Higher
off of
level
them?
magic than you have access to.
Okay.
I mean,
We have a chronomancy wizard that we know that can time stop.
Oh yeah,
for
just
us, please.
go join the verdict and.
Well, I mean, not even necessarily magic.
I mean, I don't know what else would.
I mean, even if it's just like some sort like
It's
really
called
good snare
cutting.
traps.
It's called cutting the rope they use to go down.
Yeah, I mean, I think your best bet is going to be pull the Vanthus trick again on these people, right? And
Yeah.
just have them go down there. The one thing you'll probably want to make sure you do is like have someone watching. Maybe Juno can do this. Have someone watching the underground water tunnels that do lead technically out of there.
Yeah.
To stab someone if they try to make it out. But other than that, that there's no other exit really. So, especially because you cleared out the place and took all the magic items and stuff that you found. And then you get them to kill each other. Yeah, you get them to kill each other. I mean, honestly, this is the thing. You could probably seal it off, wait until they are literally all dead from starvation, and then open it up again.
Which is kind of dark, but I mean,
Right, so we clog the
toilet. They can't
Yeah,
go to the bathroom.
so that way they can't get out from the seal, and then we
So
just
tired.
leave. And then just like you make sure that this is all good, okay? And we just
Right.
go.
Well, we
And
would
then
want
we
to
come
watch
back a couple months later.
we would want to watch the exit to make sure that no one escapes.
Well, we block off the exit.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like we actually
Can we block it off though?
You need some way to like put go underwater and put large rocks or something.
I have
to
a
block
water elemental.
Oh, yeah,
But that
that's
only lasts for like 8 hours.
enough.
Yeah,
How
but
long does it last
if
to
it
block it
moves
off?
the
No, but the
rocks-
water elemental could move the rocks for us.
Yeah.
I also have a spell called Erupting Earth that might be able to do it.
Does that like shoot pillars into the air?
Choose a point you can see on the ground within range. A fountain of churned earth and stone erupts in a 20-foot cube centered on the point. So, if there's a 20-foot cube of cubic area that's blocked off, we could use it to essentially just fill it with dirt.
Yeah.
Assuming, yes, if Caleb's
It is
okay
a
with
horrible
that.
plan in morality wise, but yeah, it seems solid.
Deli's still a bit iffy on the morality
I mean,
side
like-
of things.
Yeah, Tigby doesn't love the plan. That's why I was kind of almost like hoping we'd just be like, try to get them to come at like different times so we could just like knock them out like one or two at a time, like over
Yeah.
the course of like 2-3 days, and just like sleep, knock you out, take your sword, and
Yeah.
you go back to
No,
normal.
if
But
it was like something where one at a time we could just jump them and get the sword from them.
right, that's what I was saying. But I mean, that just sounds so much more complicated.
Yeah. Like at this point, 2 rolls probably, and you won.
Right.
Right. So let's just make those rolls right now, because if you win, then there's no point in doing a whole because then I can just prepare for season 3, right? So first thing that needs to happen is Juno needs to properly set up the meeting in such a way that it actually tempts them. So let me grab his character sheet.
I mean, because this could still go very wrong. So.
Exactly. And if it does go wrong, we can just cliffhanger there and then pick up next time with that. So he has a decent persuasion. Is someone going to help him?
Well, probably Audrin.
Probably Audrin.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not trained in it at all.
I
Do we have guidance and bardic inspiration and other things that can help here?
Guidance only lasts for a minute,
Yeah, that's true.
so I don't think guidance.
I mean, I can inspire him while he's like, writing the letter, I guess, right? Because I'm
Yeah,
assuming
I think
he's,
that
like,
10 minutes is enough time to at least get something in there.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
inspire him.
With advantage, Juno's rolling and got a 21 and then D6 for
Roll a d6. Roll a
24 is pretty good.
D6.
So I think it works pretty well. I feel like if he had got like a 25, it would go out without a hitch. I feel like there's like maybe some small minor thing that is a complication. Any ideas?
One of them is late.
Yeah. Okay. So we see one group goes right, and it's the Oak or the Cabanites get there first, right? So we see this like group of people with magic swords start to walk up the beach in the middle of the night. This is probably happening, right? Like, and kind of like climb up there, and they're like, they're off to find Saberhawk, and so they get in there and start like searching around, right? And then the Oquan show up, see the boat that has just gotten here, and they're like, yeah, the Cabanites are here. Let's rush after him. They go down, but they leave a person to guard the exit. So
we have to take care of
So
that.
you have to take care of him.
Okay.
So
That
let's.
shouldn't be hard.
No, it shouldn't be.
Does he have a sword
And
drawn?
then what's the
He
second
does.
roll that we're gonna have to do?
Well, I said the second roll would have been like properly sealing off the exits, or just if it's just spells, I guess you can use to do that, then that's fine. But yeah, just making sure that there aren't any loose ends like that.
I mean, would you use the water elemental just to make sure they can't escape?
I mean, if you guys think that's worth it, then we can. That's like 75 gold, but
I
And
mean,
to be honest, you could probably just summon the water elemental right now, push him in the hole with the water elemental, have the water elemental do all the things, like put the rocks on top. And then,
like do it like all
right?
at once.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I mean,
probably all you need,
fair.
right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, I would have probably would have still prepped it with like the earth spell, whatever it's called.
That could be a backup for sure, but I feel like the water elemental could probably just do it by himself.
No, I'm just saying, like, we would have prepped it beforehand, making sure that the hole is mostly closed.
Oh,
at
sure.
least,
Yeah,
probably.
already before this point. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because you could have done that in advance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if Takui summons a water elemental, I don't know if there's a whole lot this random dude with the sword is going to be able to do before he's
Yeah.
pushed into a hole. So,
I mean, like, I'm kind of cool with using it. I can always go buy another one, right?
75
Yeah.
gold is not a lot in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, hold on, let me see.
I'll pay for it.
No, you don't need to pay for it. We'll use party goals for it, but oh, it's actually 250 gold.
yeah, I was
but,
going to say, I don't
mean,
like
okay, that's a bit
75.
more.
but-
yeah.
I was
You
like,
could-
75 GPs. Like, we should just buy a bunch of these.
Yeah.
And
250.
now our army of elementals.
Exactly.
Elemental hero.
So if you
Yeah.
guys want
Elemental
to, like, I'm
deck.
fine with using it, and then just honestly buying another one is fine.
Yeah,
with me,
I think that's good enough. Like, I don't know if we need to play out more than that. I think the water elemental appears, like water fists him down into the hole, and then takes a big rock, puts it on top, and yeah, they just all kill each other and or die from dehydration eventually.
That's a
I mean,
little
honestly,
sad.
yeah, dehydration wise, right?
Is it salt water?
Yeah, there's only salt water down there. So you wait 3 days, they're basically all dead. So you could probably even check on them and make sure that they're dead before you guys even leave to the to do the expedition. So
And then we just put the swords in bag of holding, use a mage hand, and just
oh, yeah, then what's the plan? Yeah. Or is Deli melding them into his honestly, Deli, you could just meld them into the stone in there. In the bottom
Well,
of
here's
Terra
the thing.
Island.
Do we want to do that, or do we want to bring them to the rust monster? Because the rust monster is obviously a lot further away. But I mean, the bag of holding, and I guess is a possibility that someone could get to them, but I don't know.
Hold up. What are Deli's affiliated?
Oh, could I just bring them to the collectors
Oh,
and see what they
God,
think we should do?
Oh my gosh, that's so
Yeah.
smart. What,
This
we're
sounds like a
silly.
terrible idea.
That is a terrible idea. The collectors would have a heyday with
No.
those things.
Oh gosh, no.
That's literally how the
Because
collectors
I
just
think
get
that-
destroy each other.
I think it's just like
That's
no,
true, actually.
because Takeaway's just like no, because then they're just going to corrupt people, and what was the point?
Yeah.
Well, we tell them they corrupt people.
So just because you tell somebody it corrupts you doesn't mean it stops corrupting you.
Well, I mean, they would just could hopefully be better with it. That's probably Jelly probably has idea. Like she's like actually no, and she's a little, you know what? And due to her, especially because of her man, she's a little sketchy of Alan right now.
Alan,
Anyway,
yeah.
he's already been like a little weird, giving her certain answers for certain things.
What about the Adamant League?
No, we just got to
What
destroy
if-
the swords.
No,
No, but I mean, like, if
what
we
about
could-
the Blood Sisters?
No,
I'm just-
definitely no.
I'm just thinking if we were
Guys,
to
no, I'm the only one here that doesn't care about bringing them back to the Burner Curtain. Okay,
Well,
destroy
'cause-
them.
No, no,
Again,
no.
oh,
Let-
'cause-
I'm trying to say, can we bring them back to one of these people so they can properly destroy them? Because they probably have access to the people who can actually do that better than us. Trying to go and find this rust monster that would probably take a whole nother session.
Mhm.
Because my main thought is I can't bring them in. I can't put them into the stone, meld them into the stone without me touching them.
Yeah.
So I
Like,
can't.
Well, I'm just wondering if there's an option to, because otherwise we're just gonna have to like store them and go to the rust monster at some other time.
Well, can we go to the map real quick
Mhm.
so we can see where exactly it is? Is it like not something we could conceivably do on the way? I take it then. That's a bit of ways
Yeah,
away.
it's like 34 miles upstream.
Okay.
I mean, we could just put in the bag of holding, bring it to. I mean, I would trust to bring it to the Adamant League to destroy them. I suppose. But like,
Guys. Throw them into the ocean.
It's true. You just dump the bag of holding into the bottom of the ocean.
I don't want to lose my bag
For
of holding.
somebody to
Nice.
find later and open up and start
Yeah, I mean,
the war
this is a
again.
world with aquatic races, so
That's fair. That's fair.
the merfolk
Uh,
just destroy each other in the.
Bring
There's
to
been
the
a lot of
fire
extra dead
mountain.
fish just floating up to the.
Yeah.
Point being is I don't think you guys want me to go mad with a sword, especially when I already have a form of madness where I think people are out
No.
to get me.
Like we don't want Dilly to eat them, and I mean, our two, like, I guess our three options would be we see if there's somebody in any of the leagues that we're associated with, or with any of the factions we're associated with. See if there's anybody who would actually be able to, who not only be able to take them in and destroy them, but would actually be willing to and actually do it. That we could trust to actually do that, or because we're not gonna have Deli eat them, or we do the thing with Deli where she like melds them into the stone, probably at the bottom of that where everybody would go, where everybody fell down and died. Or we actually take it to the rust monster.
Rust Monster is the best option. I will say that much.
Yeah.
Because I could potentially do them all at once, where I just carry them in my arms, meld into the stuff. Am I reading that? Okay, let me put this in here. Am I reading this spell right? Am I even reading this spell right?
Oh yeah, wait a second. Could you just put the bag of holding into the stone?
I don't want to do that.
We still want the bag.
How much was a bag? Okay, let me double check how much a bag of holding costs.
We gotta have that bag.
I think it's like
Caleb.
5,000.
It wasn't 5,000 because I bought one.
holding is 400.
400 gold?
Not bad.
It's not as bad as I thought it was.
That
just
seems like the
depends if we wanna
simplest
spend-
option, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It's just here's
mean-
the thing. Anyone can just like break into that because I'm assuming I don't go very far into the stone. It's not like I can walk through stone as much as I want. It is 5 feet. Oh, it's a shatter spell potentially away from someone finding it. Is the other thing.
Mhm.
What we could potentially do. Oh, here's what we could do. We could just leave it there for now. Come back to get it when we come back. Granted, it'll be months later, but I don't think people come here very often. Come back when we're done with our expedition or whatever, and then bring it to the rust monster.
That's true. Yeah. Just do temporary solution. Put the bag of holding in this on a wall.
Watch, this is gonna be like one of the things that we forget about, and then at the end of the campaign, it's like,
You
what's
get back to
this?
Calabar. Wait a second. Why is
Somebody walks through Parrot Island with detect magic up and finds
Yeah.
this.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's true. Honestly, a simple detect magic would find this thing.
Well, how?
I could honestly-
wait. What are
Unless
the details?
detect, I think detect magic doesn't go through like stone walls or something.
Well, that's what I was gonna see how far it would have to be to not
Here's where I could store it. If that's an issue, I could
1
store
foot
it.
of stone.
I could store it at the collectors where it's just magic all the freaking time and no one's going to question weird magic.
That's true, but also, as we did just discover, weird magic things are thrown around in there all the time.
That's
so
very true.
it's entirely possible that, yeah.
I do have
The
a
whole place
question.
could just explode.
Yeah.
I have a question about a bag of holding being melded into stone.
I also have a question. What if we put the swords into the bag and then Deli eats the bag?
No, that is not happening. I don't
Remember,
know
we
much.
already decided that that could create, like, what if her stomach is like some sort of portable hole kind of thing?
I think it's a reasonable assumption to say that Deli might rip herself into several pieces by doing that.
And given what
It was just a dumb idea.
no, that is not that would be bad.
Like, okay, so like if we had a bag of holding, right? And we like threw it into a pit and started pouring in cement, would the cement just like start going into the bag of holding?
Not if
No,
it's
I don't
closed.
think
No. Yeah, because you
Okay.
tie it tight. Yeah.
So if it's closed, then we should be able to actually meld it without it being like, now it's going to take in all of the
Yeah, the issue is
stone
like
that's-
getting cement and then like finding a place where it's not going to be like conspicuous that you're pouring cement someplace.
Well,
Like,
I was just asking like a theoretical question about
okay.
like how it would work, like
Sure.
because if you did the melding thing with the bag of holding that was open,
Yeah.
like what would happen?
Yeah, so is that the tentative plan? Is shove the bag of holding into a wall? I think it will
Okay,
be
if
at
it's
least
blocked
a
by
foot of
1 foot of
stone.
stone, then
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
fine.
I think we'll be safe. Is that the plan?
Okay,
I think
guess.
so. I'm
No.
just wondering how deep into the stone I can go.
How long is your arm?
Okay, well, here's the thing. Now that you're the same height but double your weight, it goes to stand that you are thicker.
She's not the same height because she grew
'cause
3
she got
years.
older.
Yeah.
Okay, but she doubled her weight in 3 years, which is kind of a lot. So I would think that she could be a little thicker, you know? So if we put the bag of holding attached to Deli's butt, like the tip of her tail, which would be the furthest back, and she melds into stone walking backwards, the tip of the tail would be further than a foot back, right?
Yeah, the idea is you meld your entire body in, so I think we can get at least a foot of stone in.
Yeah. Like if you walk backwards, tail first, you got to go at least a foot to get the rest of you in. And then you just snake that tail out of there.
Okay, here that can be what we do, but here is one thing we need to just check. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, wild magic that. All magic items within your radius get transported to a different dimension. Cool.
That would be bad.
Well, there you go. We've now wrapped up.
I actually have one last thing.
Okay. Yeah.
I loot the bodies.
Oh yes. I mean, they don't really have a whole lot on them besides, the magic swords, but I'll roll some random treasure for you guys.
So we
I
put
mean,
them
it's
in the
8
place
people. I figured, you know.
Yeah. I mean, they'll have something on them.
Yeah.
So we put it in the.
Hey, maybe this will pay for all the money that we're putting into it.
Yeah. Get at least 400 gold, and you're good.
And the 250 for the water elemental we spent.
Oh yes.
Yeah, and I did want to have a conversation with my mentor.
I just imagine Deli puts that in there, comes back out, and she goes,
You owe me.
like literally.
We'll pay for it.
Well, I mean, we'll get it back potentially.
So I don't
if
think
you want a new one before this expedition, we got to pay for a new one too.
Yeah,
so.
the thing is, I don't think they would have brought a whole bunch of money with them randomly for this sort of trip. So you maybe
I'm
find...
just thinking like equipment.
Yeah, I think you find 100 gold between all of them. And then in terms of equipment, you do find a potion of greater healing. A magical helmet and a magical robe of some sort. And Audrey has identify, so I guess I'll just tell you what they are. So you find a helm of comprehending languages.
Awesome.
Oh my word!
And a robe of useful items.
Oh,
I think Helm of Comprehending Languages is what Twitty had.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what, like,
yeah.
wait a second.
You had
I
a...
thought he just had the spell comprehend languages.
I did, but I didn't got the Helm of Comprehend Languages.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a helmet. I think we made it something else, but yeah.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
we made it
isn't
like
that
a
the thing that
circlet.
made it? Isn't that the thing that made his hair?
No, that was it was like a belt of dwarven kind, but for
Oh,
genasi.
no, yeah,
Yeah.
it was,
Yeah.
yeah.
Belt of Janoska. Yeah, I think we
That
made it
normally
into-
would give him a beard, but instead gave him the
Fire hair, yeah.
I think we made it into like a circlet of some kind, like a crown. I don't remember. It was so long ago.
So robe of useful items has 2 of each. Dagger, bullseye lantern, steel mirror, 10-foot pole, hempen rope, and a sack. But it also has 10 other patches. And would everybody roll a deli? I'll just roll this.
okay. Take it away from us. It's fine.
Well, I don't know. I
That's
don't know who
great.
was going to get it yet. So So it also has
635 other patches.
no. It has a rowboat patch.
Can we just have 10 rowboat patches, please?
So it has a rowboat patch, a wooden ladder patch, another wooden ladder patch,
Dang it, I wanted another rowboat.
a pit patch. It's a cube 10 feet on a side. A spell scroll patch containing 1 spell of 1st to 3rd level.
Ooh, that's good.
A
Is that like we can choose it? What
another
spell?
wooden ladder patch. Lots
I think
of
the
ladders.
last one's going to be another rowboat.
What I just do? 96 is a window.
Another window.
Like a pane of glass.
Another
like
window.
Yep.
So if we just suck in a room, we could just create a window.
Another pit.
Rowboat, 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 rowboat.
And another rowboat.
Yeah!
So I'm confused. What is a pit? What? I'm confused.
So
Pit.
it's literally
Like, throw
a
it down
pit,
and
a
then just-
cube 10 feet on a side, which you can place on the ground within 10 feet of you. And it creates a pit.
Okay, so it's
And so
not
the way
like
this works
super
is
useful.
you take these off and the patch like gets removed and it doesn't exist anymore,
Yeah.
right? So you
You
have
rip it out
limited
and
use
throw
of
it in the
it.
Require
ground.
attunement. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, it doesn't
requires
require
attunement.
No, it
It doesn't.
Okay.
It shouldn't
Who
because
wants
you
to
just
wear it?
you just throw the stuff on the ground.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a very Deli thing, but I'm not gonna like push.
I would
that
say
on
Deli
her.
or Audrin makes sense, right?
I feel like it's an Audrin thing, honestly.
Audrin having
is
lots of
very
useful items. Was,
utility. I mean,
Yeah.
Audrin is very utility.
Audrin is the jack of all trades.
I can just picture Deli wearing this. Is
Yeah, that's true.
probably best in my head.
I can picture
probably
Deli.
what I'm
I can
saying.
picture Deli eating this.
Does anybody want the Helm of Comprehend Languages? It's not you don't have to attune to it.
This just should go on a charisma person or
That's
someone who
not
can speak
me.
more languages.
I'm not a
What is
charisma person.
The thing is, it doesn't require attunement, so we can always swap it around.
It's true.
It's fair.
That's true. I would say give it to the bard.
Okay.
I mean, your
Makes sense.
charisma is as good as mine.
You're
I
kind of the
think.
de facto leader.
Actually,
too, so.
I think your
Alright.
charisma is better than mine.
I have a 15 charisma.
Yeah, your charisma is better than mine.
Not by
So-
much, probably, but
Audrey's
Mine-
just
I
a
mean,
rogue
mine's
and has
14.
expertise and
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly.
I'm gonna get expertise soon.
Me too.
Yep. So you have a
I'm
bunch
an
of
intelligence-based rogue. I'm a
useful
spy.
items.
All right, cool. Got some useful items. We didn't barely got any gold, but hey, that's all right.
Cool. So
put that 100 straight to party gold, and then I'll put on. I guess I'll put on the robe of patches.
yeah, robe of useful items.
Useful items.
Yeah, so it's like a white cloak. It's it's not even really a robe. It's like a billowy cloak. And it has a bunch of patches on the material, and so each time you take off a patch, the patch disappears and the item comes from it. So when you remove the last patch, the item is destroyed. So
Like the jacket just like the robe just disappears or just
well, it's either
disintegrates?
that or it just becomes non-magical. I think it says destroyed, but let me look again.
It probably, because at that point, if you're removing patches, it probably destroys like.
No, it just becomes an ordinary garment. Sorry.
Oh.
So it's like
Okay.
you're taking the patches off, and the space remains pretty much untouched where you took it off. I think.
Here's the thing. After it's done, I might want the robe.
Just to have a robe.
It just seems kind of fun, like white billowy. That's kind of my vibe.
That's true.
So just kind of throwing that out there that if nobody wants a robe when it's non-magical, I may wear it. Also, I've never really owned anything else besides my onesie outfit that I
It's true. Yeah.
constantly wear. So
Oh, wait a sec. Oh man, we were so close to getting a riding horse.
Yeah.
but look, what's more important than a riding horse? 2 rowboats.
Okay, but I would trade the pits for the riding horses.
I mean,
the pits sound like they could come in clutch sometime.
I feel like the windows maybe.
and if
Okay,
anyone's
actually,
going to
no, that's-
utilize those, Jordan, it's going to be you.
I mean, it's
That's
okay, but
also
it
true.
would be pretty funny to be like, I need to spy into this room. There aren't any windows. I'll just throw a window on it.
Yeah, and then
Create a
everybody
window.
notices that there's a window there then. That's the issue. I mean, I thought about that like, oh hey, that would be good to spy into. It's like to use for that purpose, but then it's like, oh, somebody must be there because a window just appeared.
Yeah, there are
I
there are
asked
probably
the Lord
situations.
for an open door, and He
See, we
gave me
could've
a
used this when we
window.
were going to kill that guy, right? We could have just created a window to his room and then just like,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Okay.
That would have been nice.
oh well.
Cool. Well, there we go. I think that is it for season 2 of Terra Invicta. I think we've wrapped up all the loose ends. I'm very proud of your guys' puzzle solving skills in terms of figuring out all these, all the loose ends. And I mean, we tied up a lot of the plot points this season pretty neatly. And I mean, this last thing you guys did with one roll, so and it wasn't even you rolling, so good job.
Yep.
But I mean, yeah, you had Juno like for days and days, like setting up stuff. So there was plenty of opportunity
Let him
to
have his moment.
exactly. Yeah, Juno actually got to be pretty useful this time. So cool. Well, I'm excited. Between now and next Thursday, I guess I have to write up the next adventure properly and translate anything I need to translate. So
Wait, before we end, can I roll another Arcana check to see if I'm still fat? Since
yeah.
another day has passed.
Well, you'll have 3 days, so go ahead and roll 3 times.
1.
Nope.
Uh,
Wait, so before you go on, we'll roll 100. Roll D100.
36.
56. You cast reverse gravity centered on yourself.
Okay,
So
probably
you
not
float
Oh,
around
there
for a
goes
little while.
gravity.
Yeah.
Ah,
and it's
light a lighter at least.
Audrey's just like, Telly, flies up, grabs
No,
her,
I'm probably-
tries to bring her back down.
I'm probably doing all of this like
At the
in
collectors.
like my basement placed
Yeah.
at the collectors. Okay.
Wait, so if you reverse gravity, does that mean that like if Audrey goes to like grab her, he has to like push up to bring her down?
Well, it's like reverse gravity centered on herself, so like everyone in that radius is being affected.
Oh,
Yeah. So this is why I do it at the collectors. They're used to it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Someone in the room over starts floating. They won't really wonder why.
Like, Deli, like, oh.
That's fair.
Okay, let's try again.
Yep. Nope.
Come on.
Did you roll another D100? I'm hoping you get more permanent effects from this. That'd be great. Plants in the area rapidly grow, becoming difficult terrain to hostile creatures. So
That's fine.
all the like weeds in any of the cracks in this room suddenly.
They're like that already. Okay, come on. Come on.
Get a 9.
14 is not good enough.
14.
Yeah.
Wait. But with guidance.
No.
17.
No.
Come on.
Not
I have
good
to roll really well on this,
I know.
apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a crazy thing you're trying to do.
Man, why couldn't I have had advantage?
One more D100.
94.
94. Flammable oil surrounds 10 feet around you. When lit, creatures that start their turn in the fire take 2d6 fire damage. So the whole basement is just filled with oil now. Hey, we
Okay,
can
so we're
burn up the weeds.
So we're saying we took 3 days to do
Yes.
this sword plan?
Yep.
Okay, so that's December 1st through 3rd.
Very nice.
Hey Caleb, what was the name of the verdict guy again?
Sergio Braga. I'll write it in chat for you.
And what's the name of my mentor one more time? I'm like actually typing it out this
Muriel.
Muriel, thank you. I'm like, I know this is like the billionth time I've asked. But I'm like, you know what? I should-
Eustace Bay! Ah!
I would
don't
want to tell Muriel about Sergio hiring people to like come bring us and kill us, basically.
How are you people to? Oh, that the verdict did
Yeah,
that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, I mean, she probably doesn't have a whole lot to say. She's just like,
Yeah,
verdict.
I didn't think so.
you
I know. I
Yeah.
hate them too.
Yeah, exactly.
Did I ever tell you why I hate the verdict? Did I add that to the lore to get more points?
I think you did. Yeah.
I did. Okay.
Yep. I think at the beginning when you talked to the whaler dude,
Yeah.
captain, whatnot. Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. There you go. That's Terra Invicta season 2. We'll be back next week. Is everybody good next week? Is it everything fine? Cool. I did actually find out dates that I'm going to be gone for visiting fam. So it's actually going to be. Actually, I think the only Thursday I'm going to be gone is Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's
so
fine.
there you go. That works.
That works.
Yeah, that's it for me there, and we'll go ahead and call it and do a quick after show, and that'll be it. All right, adios.
Bye.